Hello. Hi. Happy Monday. We're gonna start the day. Well, it's already later in the day, but whatever. We're gonna start my shoes on. Yeah. Hey, Kizzy. Good to see you, girl. Courtney Clenny. Big deal as we were gonna be covering this trial, but I'm kind of glad because I need to get caught up on Lindsay Clancy, and I don't know if both were gonna be going on at the same time. So my show on. Oh, okay. Um, I'm like your shoes. Yeah. What do you guys think? Hey, Barbie. Hey, Kizzy, Abuelita, Cree, Miley Files, Courtney, Laura, Christine, and of course, Debbie. Hello, hello, Edith. Yeah, we've been covering the oh no, not Mackenzie Sherlock. I've been thinking about that, but I'll tell you why in a second. Um, Courtney Clenny case for a while. We do have a playlist under the playlist tab. It's like bittersweet. I wanted to see this go to trial, but at the same time, I kind of knew they were fucked because there's been a lot going on with this case, right? We've seen the parents being charged for computer crimes. That was dropped. Courtney had a charge for that as well. That was dropped. And then the assistant DA, if I'm not mistaken, or prosecutor, I'm not sure. Let me look up his name. Quinnen Khalil, I think is his name. He stepped down. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But Khalil Quinnen. Okay, so assistant state attorney. So yeah, I was right. Withdrew from the high profile second degree murder prosecution of former OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny. So he stepped down because there was like, you know, prosecutorial misconduct or something like that. He was looking at emails that weren't entitled to him. And that happened. So he stepped down. And I'm just really not surprised. I kind of saw it coming when we heard that there was a plea deal. I don't think Courtney Clenny would have taken a plea deal if it was bad. The last document we did read was a document that was basically the defense was saying, Courtney's defense was saying that they were going to introduce evidence that proved or, assisted the theory that Courtney says Christian Noble was also DVing her or being abusive. And that's why I brought it. I was thinking of the Mackenzie Shirley case. We're going to be going back into that case. I'm not done talking about it. So there's that. But I feel like Courtney, obviously there was evidence that she was going to bring in that proved that he was being abusive. And we heard about, the animal dying in his closet. If you missed that live, definitely go back and check it out. I'm not victim blaming, I'm not victim shaming, but this is unfortunately how the justice system works. And at the end of the day, my theory is that either the state got cold feet and they're like, we can't prove to a jury what has gone on here, or what the defense was going to bring in was going to assist Courtney, was going to be in favor of Courtney. And I'm not here saying that Christian Mbumseli was abusive and he deserved what he got. Like, that's not it. Because I got a lot of shit for this in the Kenzie case. But just like the Mackenzie Shirley case, it's like, okay, yeah, Kenzie was toxic. Yeah, people think she's a piece of shit. And how you feel about Kenzie shouldn't matter when compared to the fact that she deserves a new trial or there was some kind of hiccup in that process. It's like that here too. It's like, well, they were both in a relationship with each other. They were both doing OnlyFans content together. I can only imagine Courtney has substance abuse issues. And whether she was genuine and going to rehab or whatever outpatient facility or inpatient facility she went to when she got arrested, there's proof that Courtney was struggling. And so I think the plea deal that she got today, we'll see. They're calling it a sweetheart plea deal. Yeah, I mean, she stabbed the man to death, right? She claims in self-defense. But I think Like, she has, I think, 5 years probation. We're gonna watch the hearing, we're gonna watch the press conference, and I think she has to go through, like, substance probation protocols, and we'll see, if Courtney really is rehabilitated or could have been rehabilitated in the last 4 years. This was in 2022, so the same year that Mackenzie Shirla case is going on. RIP to all the victims, but, um, I think, yeah, allegedly, Courtney will be out in, like, a year and a half, and that's wild, and the defense, I think, tried to fight something with Sam's Law, something we're seeing in the Mackenzie Shirla case, like, she can't make money off the case, but her defense team was like, "No, we're gonna fight that all the way through and through." So, I guess kudos to Courtney Clenney's defense team, and Courtney Clenney will be out in probably a year and a half. That is if she can keep her shit together, right? I thought the comments they made about profiting after release were interesting. Yeah. No, it's basically going into what we're seeing in the Dominic and Mackenzie Shirley case. They don't want Courtney to make money off of that, but I don't think it's gonna work out to their favor. Courtney will probably get out and she'll get on OnlyFans. She'll start doing interviews, and she'll put her story out there. Now, what do I think? Do I think Christian Abumsele was actually abusive? I don't know. I learned the hard way with the Mackenzie Shirley case, and I trust me, I've got a lot of shit for it. But at the end of the day, the text messages prove that both Dominic and Kenzie were toxic to each other, and they both contributed to that relationship and the toxicity of it. And I think that my opinion is that that goes here as well. Like, Christian ended up working for her and he's making sex videos with her. I mean, that to me, everyone's different. Like, girl, if you can go on and just screen and do that, good. Good for you. Like, for me, I think it would just be like a more of a like a mental emotional thing for me, and I think I would struggle in that. Like, okay, posting noodles, like, do it. You can probably find some of mine online. I don't know. I used to post like different content on my old IG account, but, do what you gotta do with the noodles and stuff, but, like, by noodles, I mean nudes, if you didn't catch that, so I think just that even that whole factor to me is, like, a big deal. There's substance abuse issues going on, and then you're making sex videos, and it's like, "Oh, okay, well, clearly there would be an issue," right? Um, so I don't know, let's get into it. I think she'll get out. He was a cameraman, not the noodles. Yeah, the noodles. Listen, I don't have any problem with that, but I think with being in the spotlight and on social media, one is toxic enough, right? And then having your boyfriend be your cameraman, aka participator, aka some type of manager, I don't know. And then on top of that, you have substance abuse issues, and it's like I've been there before. So, well, not like with all three combined. Don't get the wrong idea here. But I could see how that would be toxic. A side of Melly noodles, please. Um, yeah, it is what it is, but this is crazy. So yeah, it's a possibility that why do I keep thinking of Kenzie Shilla? Courtney will be out in like a year and a half. I picked up what you were laying down. I was just like, stop right now. I got it. Um, Wild. So let's watch. I'm gonna skip through the pause parts, or irrelevant parts of the hearing, and then we'll listen to Courtney's attorney and Obumseli's attorney after the hearing. Let me know what you think. Do you think is this justice? 4 years noodles. Yes, I know. What's going on? Oh, maybe if I added it to stage. Um, I hope that can oh my god, not a Sheila. We need to do a Kenzie live. We have a lot coming up. I've been working, girl, working behind the scenes. Um, and we might have a special guest on soon. But anyways, I feel like I saw this coming. I already said it. Like, I did. I really saw this coming with her getting a plea deal that she would accept. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I would be so pissed if I was his family. Oh, First Liberties. Don't act like you don't remember us. Where have you been? I haven't been on YouTube. Yeah, I know, Kizzy. She will have to be. Oh, I was saying. I hope that she can, keep it together. Like, I hope that she doesn't come out and get into that toxic behavior again. Um, she might, and I know that if she does, it's not going to look too good for her. So let's just hope that she stays on the right path. Thank you, Jakey, for the super. I appreciate you. Noodles. Yeah, the noodles. She should have fought it. She had a very good argument. I mean, what's another year and I know. You're like, "What do you mean? You're locked up." But, like, she already did 4 years, a year and a half, I don't know, probably a year. No, really. If Gypsy Rose is out, then I guess Courtney Clenny can be out. Again, it's one of those things where, like, the domestic violence thing, people wanna shit on me for thinking that Dom Russo was abusive, but to some extent, I think they were both very toxic, verbally and mentally abusive. And I think that this could have been the case here. And I think that, like I said, the state either got cold feet or they realized that what the defense was going to introduce wasn't going to win a jury over. And then there's all those other factors, right? So I kind of expected this. I don't think Courtney, if it was a shitty plea deal, I don't think she would have taken it. I think they would have fought it and maybe gone to trial. Um, And I know we've deep dived Courtney Clenny here, and there are accusations of Christian Abumseli's dad being abusive or some type of abuse. And that's just what I've heard and what I've seen. Don't come for me. But again, I guess I respect their option of wanting to keep things, wanting for them to retain their privacy or wanting to heal. I think I can appreciate and understand where the Obumseli family is coming from, but I think also that perhaps the defense team had a good structure built on or gonna be built that didn't paint Christian or something of the sort in a good light. Um, because this was supposed to be like I think life, if I'm not mistaken. She was supposed to get life. To 1.5 years, that's a big deal. I mean, I think it's 6 altogether, but she's already done 4. So that's a big difference if you think about it. Oh, another year and a half to life for murder. Um, 4 years in holding was too long. She would have won this at trial, though. Yeah, and like I said at the beginning, there's the assistant prosecutor stepping down because he did something he wasn't supposed to do, unethical. And then there's the parents being charged, then the charges being dropped. And then there's the computer charges against Courtney, and then those are being dropped. It's like there was clearly something going on here, and yeah, I think we kind of saw this coming. This is her defense tape. I'm gonna skip past them. I know they recorded a lot of like just in the courtroom. I'm being basically just here to see Courtney come in and then hear the actual hearing. Oh, she's gonna have to get out and get her wig, get her blonde hair, get her surgeries, get her lip fillers, get her butt fillers so she can go back and make OnlyFans content. That's what I think is gonna happen. Hey, no judgment. She gotta do what she gotta do. Oh, in a few months, Kizzy. Oof. Yeah, I think you're not wrong. I don't know if she does 80% of the time, she can get good time and extra time off. She could be out in a few months. She could possibly be out on house arrest too. I know she has to do like a substance abuse program and this and that and this and that. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, she might get out sooner than we think. Yeah, she's gonna make money, I think, off of this because of her experience.
Okay.
Yeah, like she looks really different.
Actually, we need both you guys to sign.
Harvey, was Pittman here? Pittman was here? Okay.
Yeah, her hair is like very different. This is wild. Can't believe it's finally closed. I tried to get the documents. They're not up yet. So if I get them, I guess we can review them, but they're not up yet on the docket. They don't give you hair ties in prison either. They're like forbidden. Yeah, you have to use like rubber bands or whatever you can find.
You got it right? You got it right? Okay. You can just give it to the judge. You can
What's going on here with Bond Crime? Who's she waving to? Her family? The helly? Ugh, this is rough. This is wild. Really? Is that what is on all of the footage or just Law and Crime?
huh? You need to write it down? You sure? This is right. She signed up. Yes, I'll be good.
I bet she's so happy. She's like, one more year of this, I can do it. Just on crime, I think that's what I watched in recently. I have another source, but I know Court TV also did it. Let me see if their footage is better. She can definitely get out and live her life. All right, let's hop over to Court TV. Sorry, guys. I don't like the skipping, freezing of that all. I think she's going to get time served. This is a verdict 2 years, less than 2 years, if anything. Okay.
Carlito.
It looks like it's bad on all of them.
You got it right? You got it right? Okay. You can just give it to the judge.
I wonder who she's saying hi to. Yeah, it looks like it's shitty all around.
Fair enough.
Big win for Courtney CLENNEY.
Huh? You need to have it down?
Yeah.
You sure? This is right. She signed up.
I don't know if the Obum Sellies have sued her. I know they sued the hotel, or not the hotel, the condo, whatever. I think it was like condos, right? They sued One Paraíso, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know about her. She's done exactly 4 years to date since she was first apprehended. Yeah. Yeah. Court TV's like, look at her handcuffs. Oh, scary. Get used to the desk chair squeak because it doesn't the entire video. Oh, it sucks. Very big one. Very big one for Courtney. I can't believe it. What's going on with the footage?
I'm the seller. We have brother Jeffrey, his son,
Ooh, the family's all there, of course.
Karen, and we have other family members, Auntie, we have Clara, and we have Sandra.
Thank you all so much for being here today. Thank you.
And Judge, just for the record, she's printing on page 2 of your Honor's calendar.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Mr. Abuhoff, I understand the state will be filing an amended information at this time.
Wow.
Yes, and in anticipation of this plea, the state has filed a amended information charging the defendant with 1 count of manslaughter with a deadly weapon. It is a first-degree felony punishable up to 30 years.
Isn't that what? Okay, I won't bring up Kenzie. I know. I know. I know. Manslaughter. Is her ex-husband there? Whose ex-husband? Courtney does not have an ex-husband. Are you thinking Lindsay? Whose ex-husband? Hey, Adrian.
In state prison. That changes her guideline score from what it was to now 124.5 months in state prison, up to 30 years in state prison.
All right, Mr. Prieto?
Yeah, Judge, we've entered plea not guilty, demand discovery, and request trial by jury at this time.
That being said, I understand the parties have reached a resolution in this case where Ms. Clenny will be pleading guilty. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right.
This is
Mr.
correct,
Adler?
Judge. I am passing up the written plea agreement that is signed by not only the state, the defendant, but also all of her attorneys. Major part of this, Judge, is that she's pleading guilty to this amended information, to the charge that was announced just now. There's a factual proffer that's a part of this plea agreement. We're going to ask Your Honor to read it. She will be agreeing to that factual proffer, but most importantly, she is agreeing and admitting that she is the cause of the stab wound that Mr. Obamselli received, and then that she is taking criminal responsibility for her actions. As part of this plea agreement,
Wow.
the state is willing to accept her plea. We've discussed this at length with the next of kin and certainly with Mr. Hanfield. And certainly when there's any agreement, no one is happy at the end of this, and we understand that. But the agreement that the state is willing to accept is that the defendant would be adjudicated guilty. She'll be sentenced to 6 years in state prison, followed by 5 years of reporting probation. As part of her probation, she must complete a mental health evaluation and treatment. There's a time frame in which she is to complete it as part of the plea agreement. Substance abuse evaluation and treatment, that's also a time constraint that's going to be in the agreement.
Again, that part, let's hope that Courtney can pull through it, because I know she really struggled with whatever, I don't know if it was Coke, Coca-Cola, or alcohol, or both, but I know there's evidence that she struggled, and if she screws up, they're gonna put her back in jail. So let's just hope that that works out for her later.
And then it's 60 days, Your Honor. And
It was
then
both?
the batter's intervention program. If she does violate her probation in any way at any point, she's waiving extradition back to Florida. And as well that she faces back to her guidelines, which are 124.5 months in state prison, up to 30 years in state prison. Although not specifically in this plea agreement, the state attorney has asked me to discuss the topic specifically that it discusses, and it's important that nobody who is a convicted murderer to killing someone, if someone is convicted of murder, they are not to financially benefit as a result of that. That's Florida Statute 944.512. It's effectively our iteration of the Son of Sam law, but it is a statutory lien that attaches automatically. And if the Attorney General's office were to decide to seek some form of lien or process in that, then that we would be supporting them in that. We do believe that nobody should benefit financially from murdering somebody. So we will provide any evidence that they request. We'll work hand in hand with the Attorney General's office if they so seek to do some form of lien or some financial proceeding against Ms. Clenny, understanding that she will be released at some point and may seek to financially benefit as a result of this. But it's not part of the plea agreement, but it is something that attaches automatically.
All right. Mr. Prieto, I'll hear from you. As to the plea agreement in its written form, is that your understanding of the plea?
That is correct, Judge, and all the conditions and all the agreements are contained within that document. Outside the four corners of those multiple page document, we do not agree that number 944.512 is constitutional. We reserve our right to challenge that.
At this point, that's not part of this proceeding. It attaches automatically. It is constitutional. It is the law. What they do with subsequent hearings is to them. But as we stand here today, because it does attach, I'm just simply announcing that we will work hand in hand with the Attorney General's office. really it needs no further discussion, but the fact is that no one should financially benefit from murdering somebody.
Well, Judge,
Okay. Listen, I'm not going to get into this with the Kenzie case. If Kenzie and Courtney can't benefit from this case or whatever, no one should be able to benefit. No one in the family. And that's just how I feel about all cases, not just these two. I think that that's ridiculous. I think if Courtney and Kenzie get out, they want to talk about their experience and all of this. I get it, the victims, etc. But again, you have one family going on Netflix and then you have other people on OnlyFans. It's like, okay, if you don't want it to be public, then keep it the fuck out the public. Like, freedom of speech, their own experiences. It is what it is. And it sucks. Like, it really does. I would be livid. But at the end of the day, I think there's freedom of speech. And I think that if it's going to be that way, then it should be all the way across the board. Not only should the defendant not make money, no one in the family should. No one. Not one entity. So.
I do have the right to speak on my client's behalf, and so I'm going to put on the record that we believe that statute's unconstitutional.
I guess hate me for it.
For the plea agreement, like Mr.
I go, I'm going to get comments. Oh my God. You're a big bully. You are a big bully and victim shaming. No, it is what it is. Unfortunately, freedom of speech is part of the Constitution. Can I control that? No. I wish I could. Does it look like I wrote the Constitution and helped write it? No. Probably already been queued up with team. Well, it's insane. It is the lowest level of clout, but again, I mean, it should be like that all across the board, in my opinion. Don't hate me. Don't get all mad at me.
It's 100% accurate. However, we reserve the right to challenge that in the future. We do not think it's constitutional, and it would be challenged should any attorney general seek to enforce that. But that's an argument for another day should it arise.
All right, very good. In preparation for today's proceedings, I have been privy to the agreed upon plea, and I will ratify the agreement of the parties at this time based on the following. This case originated 4 years ago in 2022. Since then, the parties, both the state of Florida and the defense in this case, have engaged in.
Yeah, thank you, First Liberties. Nope, you're absolutely right. And that's why the lawyer said it's a point for another day. Laws can't stamp out constitutional rights because they seem inconvenient. That inconvenience is intentional. Yeah. And again, just because someone's gone, it doesn't mean that they didn't exist doing what they were doing. And I know that also plays into all of it too. Like, I can assume that the Obamseli family probably didn't want some information to get out, and I respect it. But as far as Courtney and Kenzie both doing their time and living their own experiences, I think it's okay if they want to speak on it and make money off of it. Other people are too, so why not them?
Diligent and extensive preparation of the case. That preparation consisted of a thorough investigation that included, but was not limited to, the routine discovery process that is involved in a complex criminal case, as well as literally thousands of pages of legal motions and responses, the consultation of experts from both sides who opined on various legal issues, such as self-defense, battered partner syndrome, and issues regarding manner of death. Based on the investigation of the case and the resulting legal analysis of the strengths and weaknesses of this case from both the state's perspective as well as the defense, and perhaps most importantly, the victim's family's wishes to bring closure to this horrific and life-changing experience, the parties have reached a resolution that this court will not frustrate. The parties have also agreed on a factual proffer as stated by the prosecutor that I will now read into the record. The state of Florida and the defendant agree as to the following factual proffer. A, Christian Obumseli, hereafter the victim, and the defendant began dating in late 2020. Their relationship is defined by the parties as being extremely tempestuous and combative, as both have been involved in numerous domestic violence incidents. B, the victim and the defendant moved to South Florida in January 2022, taking up residence in a condominium located at 1 Paraíso Residences, located in Miami-Dade County. There were many complaints made by residents and security staff lodged against the couple during the 3 months that they resided in the complex. As a result, the management company was in the process of evicting the couple. C, on April 3rd, 2022, Miami Police and Miami Fire Rescue responded to their condo after a 911 call was made reporting a stabbing. Officers found the victim with a singular stab wound to the chest. After the incident, the defendant provided a knowingly, intelligent, and voluntarily made statement to the police, confirming that she was responsible for the stab wound. The knife penetrated approximately 8 centimeters into the victim's chest, puncturing the right subclavian artery. The victim was transported to Jackson Memorial Hospital, where he died from his injuries. Madam Clerk, would you please swear in Ms. Clenny?
Yes, Your Honor. Raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You can put your hand down. Please state your full name for the record.
COURTNEY.
What is your date of birth?
4/29.
How far did you get in school?
I have a GED.
Do you have any history of mental illness?
I was diagnosed with severe PTSD.
Are you currently under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or medication?
No, Your Honor.
Have you understood everything that was discussed with your attorneys prior to coming to court, as well as what we're doing here in court today?
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand you wish to plead guilty to manslaughter in exchange for the plea that was read into the record a moment ago. Has anyone, including your own attorney, promised you anything other than that?
No.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or coerced you to accept a plea at this time?
No.
Do you understand if you are not a United States citizen, this plea will result in negative immigration consequences such as deportation or removal?
Yes.
Have you spoken to your attorneys about that, and do you still wish to accept this plea knowing that?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand you're waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand you're waiving your right to remain silent, and that silence cannot be used against you at trial?
Yes.
Do you understand you're waiving your right to testify?
Yes.
Do you understand you're waiving your right to confront, cross-examine, and present witnesses?
Yes.
Do you understand you're waiving your right to hold the state of Florida to its burden of proving the case beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
Do you understand you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
The following question does not seem to apply in this case, but I have to ask in every case. Do you understand if the offense to which you are pleading is a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense, or if you've been previously convicted of such an offense, this plea may result in involuntary civil commitment as a sexually violent predator upon the completion of your sentence?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand if you violate the terms and conditions of your probation, you're facing up to 30 years in the state prison?
Yes.
Do you still wish to plead guilty?
I do.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty or you believe this plea is in your best interest? Have you spoken to your attorneys about the plea? Have they answered all of your questions?
Yes.
Do you need any more time to discuss the plea with your attorneys?
I do.
Are you satisfied with their services? I'd like to talk to you for a moment about the written plea agreement that I have in my hands. It is 8 pages. And on the bottom left of each page, it says defendant's initials, CC. Are those your initials?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you reviewed every line, every word, every page of this plea agreement with your attorneys?
Yes.
Now turning over to
Wow.
page 6 of 8,
I'm shook.
It's entitled Defendant's Representation of Effectiveness of Counsel. Is that your signature over the line that says Courtney Clenney, defendant?
Yes,
And then each of your attorneys has also signed on pages 7 and 8, Mr. Prieto, Ms. Rohr Puglisi, and Ms. Karamas. Are those your signatures?
Yes.
And finally, certificate of defendant on page 8 of 8. Once again, Courtney Clenney, defendant. Is that your signature on that line? Do you understand that even if I do not state orally here on the record that everything contained within this written plea agreement will be made part of the judgment and sentence, even if I don't say it out loud?
yes,
Mr. Prieto, have you and your team reviewed all items of evidence disclosed by the state with Ms. Clenney?
We have it.
Do the state or defense know of any items of physical evidence containing DNA that could exonerate the defendant? State,
No, Your Honor.
defense?
None of
Does the defense waive PSI?
it. Wait, PSI.
Do the state and defense stipulate to a factual basis? State,
State stipulates.
The
defense?
defense will stipulate as contained in the plea.
Alright. Ms. Clenney, I find the plea has been entered into knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. Did you understand the nature and
Wow.
consequences of the plea? There's a factual basis for the plea, and that you're represented by good and competent counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. At this time, I will be adjudicating you, and I'm going to turn to page 3 of 8, to the charge of manslaughter with a deadly weapon. I'm sentencing you to 6 years in the state prison with all applicable credit for time served, followed by 5 years of reporting probation. As a condition of that probation, you will complete a mental health evaluation and all required treatment deemed necessary.
She's like,
You will
yes.
complete a substance abuse
Yes.
evaluation and complete all required treatment deemed necessary.
She can see the light. I mean, what, like a year and a half, she'll be out. I mean, she already did 4 years. This is wild. Yeah, she is actually tight. Her lawyers did an amazing job. Yeah, they really did. They really did.
As well as completing the batter's intervention program within the first year of probation. As I said, there are some other provisions contained within this written plea agreement that will be made part of the judgment and sentence. I'm assessing court costs and any and all statutory and mandatory fines. You will be fingerprinted. We should have DNA on file. Before we turn it to the victim
Wow.
impact portion, is there anything further on behalf of the state?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Defense?
Yeah, Judge, I would just, as far as corrections and computing her time served, to remember, she was initially detained in Hawaii when she was in the rehab facility. So her actual booking date here at TGK does not reflect all of her credit for time served. I don't
Oh,
have the
shit.
date of arrest, but I believe.
Ooh. He's like, you better
The
count
date
it
of
all.
arrest in Hawaii was August 10th of 2022, so she should receive all credit for time served from that date moving forward.
Does the state agree?
That is wild. It's August 10th today. Literally 4 years to the date. Wow. Wow. Point is that defamation is very high burden for a good reason. All mere words are protected by law. Caution isn't usually necessary. I'm shooketh. In a year, we'll be here talking about Courtney Clenney back on OnlyFans. Wild. Wild. We are going to be reviewing the body cam in this live. At least we'll start it. I thought it would be interesting to go back and revisit. Yikes. It's when you say non-truths that harm your life that matter. Wow.
Because the only issue is going to be, one, there has to be an order for it. Otherwise, it's
I'm
going,
happy to sign the order.
otherwise, it's going to be from the time in which she was brought into custody. So
Listen, the little bit that we reviewed in the last Courtney document reading on the playlist, we read the document about the evidence, and there was like something about a dead animal in Christian's closet. There has been allegations of abuse within the Obum Sally family. Now, don't come for me. That's just what's out there and what's been reported and talked about. I'll try to find where the source where exactly that was said. And I don't know. Maybe there are things that didn't make him look too good, and that's why the state got cold feet. Or they knew that it wasn't going to be in their best interest in convincing a jury. Um, but clearly she did get a really good deal, although she has already been incarcerated for 4 years. So I'm sure that was rough, but I mean, like, what, a year and a half? Less than a year? I don't know at this point. It's 2 years, but good time, good behavior, this and that, you know, she could be out really soon. Yeah, LZ. Now I'm thinking Christian's bad character evidence must have been really bad for the deal to be sealed. And for the family to agree on it too, you know? It's like, okay.
So if you're in
Or
agreement,
maybe they just wanted to heal, either or, and or. She did get a pretty good deal.
let's draft an order, credit for time served on August 10th, 2022.
We will do that. We'll have it to your honor today.
All right, anything further on behalf of the defense?
No, your honor.
All right, and finally.
I think that's the one we read.
That I have now initialed and executed with the clerk. I'd like to now turn it over
Ooh. Victim impact statement.
to the family. As I said previously, thank you all for making the time to come here today, and I'm very, very sorry for this.
Judge, actually, before Mr. Hanfield speaks on behalf of the entire family, I believe we have Ms. Karen Akluna, who is going to be reading the victim's mother's statement to the court.
Thank you.
Oh.
As I stand here to read my victim impact statement, I first give thanks to the Lord Almighty for his protection and guidance over our family throughout these past 4 years. I also want to thank the attorneys, the state attorney's office, Larry Hanfield, and everyone who helped make sure that Christian's voice and our family's voices were heard. I thank our family and our friends who called, prayed for us, checked on us, and stood beside us through this very, very difficult journey. I am Christian's mother. Words can never fully explain how Christian's death has affected my life and the lives of everyone in our family. There is simply too much pain to put on paper. On April 4th, 2022, while I was at work, I received the call that no parent should ever have to receive. I was asked to give consent for my son's eyes to be donated. I had just talked to him the day before and had no knowledge that he had been killed. That was the darkest day of my life. And the darkness continued to unfold as I learned Christian had been killed by his girlfriend, CLENNEY, someone he had trusted and loved. Since April 2022, I have lived with fear, anxiety, sleepless nights, heartache, and more tears than I could ever count. 4 years later, there are still nights when I cannot sleep. There are moments when my mind goes back to the last
Is that a real cry or no?
moments of Christian's life. As his mother, those thoughts are very difficult for me to carry. There was a joy in my life and in our family's life before Christian died that has never completely returned. His death did not only affect me, however. It affected my entire family, including his older brother, Jeffrey, his cousins who were raised as siblings, and his grandmother who loved him so much and called him her precious. We have all had to learn how to live with the empty place that cannot be filled. But I do not want Christian to be remembered only for how he died. Christian was my son. Everyone who knew Christian, who truly knew him, can attest that he was kind-hearted, compassionate, friendly, and respectful. He cared about other people. I remember one day when Christian and I were driving to a store. I stopped and I was going to give a homeless man a few dollars. Christian encouraged me to do much more than that. It was a small moment, but it showed the kind of heart he had. He saw another human being who needed help, and he wanted to make sure that that person had enough. Christian, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud that I had the privilege of being your mother. Those are the memories that no one can ever take from us and me. Nothing can erase the pain of the day that I buried my son. Nothing can describe what it feels like for a mother to stand at the grave of her child. There are also the things that will never happen for me now that he's gone. The birthdays,
Oh,
the
wow.
holidays we will not celebrate with him, the conversations we will never have, the person he would have continued to become. Those losses continue much longer after today's court case ends. For more than 4 years, we've lived with the loss every day and waited for accountability. Today closes a legal chapter, but it certainly doesn't close our grief. No sentence, no plea can bring back my son to me. My only hope is to carry his memory forward and to continue healing as a family. My prayer is that after today, Christian will simply not be remembered by the public as a name connected to a criminal case. He was a son, he was a brother, he was a cousin, he was a nephew, and a grandson. He was a friend to a lot of people. He was loved, he had a future, and his life had value and mattered. As a family, we are very private people. We have endured this loss while much of Christian's life and death have been discussed publicly and inaccurately to support a narrative created by Courtney, the person who took my son's life. There are parts of our grief that belong only to us, and I choose to keep those things within our family. But I want this court to understand this much. The loss of Christian did not end on April 4th, 2022. We carry it with us every day. Through everything, I continue to place my faith in God. Christian Toby Obunseli, I know you are with the Lord. Onwane Tilora, as your brother called you.
Listen, that whole animal thing in the closet, I can't get behind that. I'm not victim blaming or shaming, but it's just like, why was a starved animal in the closet? Yeah, First Liberties. I agree. I just think anyone who hurts animals or children, there's an issue. And perhaps the evidence they had on his bad character, maybe it wasn't worth it, like I said, to go to trial. Yeah, she's getting less time than Gypsy, right? Gypsy got 8 years. She was out in 8 years. So she's right up there. This is sad though. No, I do. I feel for their family, but I mean, they got behind this plea deal as well. So they helped make that. Yeah, crazy AF. I'd be scared to go sleep around her. Gypsy. Yeah.
Which means the moon in the sky that shines for everyone. That is how I choose to remember you, as a light. Your legacy and your memory will remain with us. We miss you. We love you. May you continue to rest in peace, my son.
Thank you for those
So sad.
beautiful words.
Oh, I'm sure they're not happy with it, but
May it please the court. State Representative of the State Attorney's Office, COURTNEY. On behalf of the Ambassador family, I would like to read into the record your final comments. April 4th, 2022, Christian Ambassador suffered a painful and tragic death at the hands of the person he loved. Sadly, that will be the person that would ultimately take his life. Christian loved deeply. It was his love that caused him to stay. Even after being previously cut in the face, previously stabbed in the leg by COURTNEY, he would later write that his love would eventually get him killed.
these are her parents.
In many ways, he predicted his own death at the hands of COURTNEY CLENNEY.
Oh,
Unfortunately, like so many individuals who will get caught up in not loving relationship, but just destructive relationship, he stayed. And we are here today because what he believed.
but listen, Christian loved her, obviously, because he stayed. That goes for Dominic Russo and Mackenzie Shirley too. I think they were together for longer than Christian and COURTNEY were. And I think we have to remember that sometimes. I know. Don't hate me.
Became a reality. By resolving this case today by way of a plea, COURTNEY CLENNEY avoids being judged by a jury of her peers. But that will never be able to escape the ultimate and final judgment for anyone's conduct. That judgment can only be handled by our Creator, our Almighty God. Your actions, you need to know, as you sit here today, and as you finish out serving your time for punishment, that you have left the Ambassador family with a void that can never be filled.
Ooh.
The pain that continues to endure today, as painful as it was when they learned of his untimely death. It is a pain that will never completely go away. A chair where a family gathers for holidays will always remain empty. The Ambassador family has been forced into joining a membership that no family should ever want to be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with you, First Liberties. He stayed where he wasn't welcome, her apartment. That she was paying for. What was it, like 12 grand a month or some shit? 15 grand a month? I don't know. She's paying for a nice place. He slept in the waiting area. Yeah.
And as a family of mothers of murdered children, as a family, we still cannot get past the fact that Christian was stabbed while you remained on the phone with your mom. You then called downstairs to security, and then your third and final call, which should have been your first call, was to 911. In the meantime, you offered no life-saving measures to try to save Christian's life. To us, that is inhumane.
Oh,
Christian was someone's son, someone's brother, someone's nephew, someone's cousin, someone's friend, and most importantly, he was deeply loved. His life had meaning. He had a future. And his family deserved to grow old with him. He was robbed of all those things while you still have all yours to enjoy. Nothing can bring Christian back. Nothing can erase what happened. And nothing can fill the space that will forevermore be left empty. We will carry Christian's memory, his love, and his legacy with us for the rest of our lives. I thank the court for giving us, as a family, the opportunity to be heard and to let this be a part of the record. But lastly, through it all, we never even received an apology
wow.
and an acknowledgement for the loss that
Wow.
changed our lives forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hanfield. Would anyone else like to speak at this time?
I don't believe so, Judge. Not from the state.
Once again, for the entire family, thank you for being here. Thank you for the beautiful words that you read and what Mr. Hanfield read. Thank you for sharing the collage of pictures of Christian with me. And I really, really pray that his memory is a blessing to all of you. Thank you. Is there anything further on behalf of the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Not by the defense, Judge.
I want to thank the attorneys once again for their diligent preparation and professionalism throughout the process. The court will be in recess at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All rise. You can take seats.
What is going on with this footage?
Take everything. You running out, baby? Running out? Yeah. You see what I've done? I'm processing my paperwork. Zoom on out. See you tomorrow, everybody. Same place, 9 o'clock. Don't be late. Don't be late. Yes, sir. Don't say it.
Coffee? Is there any, there's any coffee left? What's that? You check and see if there's any coffee left?
Okay. One of these days.
I'm not talking no more for the rest of the week. Watch for the rest of the week.
All right, I'm coming up. I'm done. My job is done. I'm coming up. I'm coming up.
I thought you told me you were not gonna be here on Monday.
I know, I told you that. I want to be on.
Indicated that they
Okay, so the Obamseli lawyer talks here.
any questions. Yes. Well, this was a resolution that was agreed to. Her accepting responsibility and in pleading guilty is the first step of accountability. What the family wanted was accountability. At least today, we received that in a public record, in a public courtroom. It takes away all the horrific things that has been stated in the media, trying to undermine and destroy Kristen's life.
Sir, respectfully, no one's trying to do that. There was the other side of the truth coming out. Whatever that is, I don't know if it was all in that document. I know there was a possible new witness that the defense was going to bring in. I think it was a neighbor who saw Christian being abusive, allegedly. I know they don't want Christian to be remembered as that, but also, like, I feel some type of way about
But
this.
today, closure comes by virtue of she stood up, pled guilty, and accepted responsibility and took responsibility, acknowledging that she was the one responsible. She caused the death of his, and the stabbing was a result of a criminal act, not an act of self-defense, not an accident, but an act that she did willfully, and today she accepted full responsibility for her actions.
You said step one is to lay the groundwork for civil.
All I can say is that I'm not speaking about any civil matter. I'm speaking only solely about the criminal matter.
You
Oh.
the incident with the state attorneys being one of the top prosecutors being forced to get out the case. Do you think that whole incident with the laptop issue had a play at going to trial, maybe risking some things? Does that at all connect to what happened here today?
No. Any incident in reference to the laptop had no bearing. Cases generally are resolved by way of plea prior to trial. This was no different in any other case. The most important thing is that the family wanted someone to accept responsibility, and the family saw that today. She is a convicted felon for the rest of her life. She will be, when she gets out of prison, she will be.
I just know that what we've all learned from the Mackenzie Shirley case is that there's always three sides, right? His, hers, and the truth. If you watch him in the lift, he's actually quite aggressive. It takes two to tango. It doesn't always take two to be abusive. I don't know though. That last document the defense filed kind of changed it for me. I'm like, okay, yeah, there might be some stuff that will be revealed. And she got the plea deal she probably wanted.
On 5 years probation. The crime for which she pled guilty to and was convicted as a felon, if she violates probation, carries a 30-year prison sentence. And so therefore, No amount of time was going to bring Kristen back. The family was aware of that. But at least this gives them an opportunity to try to bring closure to a very traumatic, life-changing experience. No family should ever have to go through what the Ambaselli had to go to. And they learned of his death through a telephone call, someone from Miami requesting to donate his organs. That's the worst call that anybody should ever have to suffer.
Did the family expect to hear from Courtney Clenny today? Did they want to hear from her today?
Well, I don't think there's anything that she could say that can change what happened. I think that she should have at least apologized, but even her apology would not have removed what she did April of 2022.
If she doesn't violate her probation, though, she's out in 2 years. Is that hard to accept?
It is the reality of the criminal justice system. The criminal
So Courtney has to be A game for 5 years. Well, probably forever. But if she don't want to go back, she's got no hands, no doubt. It was mutual for sure. I know it sucks. But I think the worst thing that I've seen recently is like trying to paint someone in a light that's not actually accurate. I don't think that benefits the victims to any extent. Like, I understand wanting to remembering them in a positive light. But again, like, if the information is out there, it's out there. Nothing is deserving of death. No. And honestly, I think that the 6 years is probably a slap in the face. It really is. When she was looking at life, you know? But it's just the way it works, man.
justice
It's
system,
crazy.
when you're dealing with pleas, it's give and take.
Mhm.
I represent the family. I don't represent the state attorney's office. Based upon wanting this matter to come to a closure, the family was aware of it and allowed for the resolution to take place as it did today.
Is there something that was risky in going to trial that could have messed up the state's case and maybe got an acquittal?
Well, I think in every case, there's always a give and take. There's nothing guaranteed. She could have been found guilty. She could have been found guilty of a lesser, such as manslaughter. Under manslaughter with discharge in the state of Florida, the minimum sentence is probation. The maximum would have been 30 years prison. And so therefore, it's very difficult to speculate as relates to what would have happened at trial. We believe that the evidence would have shown, most importantly, that at the time in which Kristen received a knife in his chest, there was no imminent threat of danger as relates to Courtney Clenny. But nonetheless, this at least brings closure to the family. They want to move on with their life. This has been a nightmare for 4 years. And when we go back to our doing our normal days, they still have to wake up every day with the loss of Kristen Ambaselli. And that's something that no family should have to endure. It is very, very tragic. And for a mother to have to bury their own child. So at this point, we now ask that the public allow them to return back to some degree of normality, as difficult as that may be.
Lastly, after 2 years, she'll be out. Is the family okay with potential? She made her career making money, right? On social media. Is the family okay with her potential?
Hey, AG in the house. I didn't see you come in. What up? What up, Fran? Good to see you. This is justice, but it is what it is. Maybe they will civilly win. Can they? Can they bring up things that were gonna be brought up in this criminal court? Could they be brought up in the civil? Because if they try to go after her civilly, can't she be like, well, no, because I can back it up that, you know, he was abusive too, or whatever, whatever. No, I don't know. She will get out and do this or something similar. Hopefully she gets they get a civil clause that allows her not to profit from this. Yeah, Shamina, they said at the beginning, the state said that they didn't want her to profit from this. We already talked about like freedom of speech and stuff. Unfortunately, they will fight that in court, he said. Courtney physically attacked the man multiple times. He kept proof. Yeah, but she kept proof too. I heard that the defense had some text messages between her and Christian about his dad. Respectfully, I don't know. It hasn't come out unless I see it in like the documents. Um, I don't know, but clearly there was other stuff. Yeah, they can, and civil cases are easier to win. Hmm. Well, I guess that might be incoming.
They making money out of what happened to Christian.
Well,
Yeah.
the law in Florida is no one convicted of a felony of
Y'all love AG. I know, me too. AG's awesome.
taking someone's
I
life
agree.
is allowed to benefit financially for that action. The Attorney General of Florida made that very clear. That is the law in the state of Florida, regardless of what the defense have indicated that they may challenge that law or not. That is the law. It's similar to the Son of Sam's law. Basically, you cannot benefit from your wrongdoing. And so therefore, that is the law. I believe that will be maintained as the law. If there is any enrichment from it, it will go to the victim's family.
Can you talk a little bit about what you had hoped Courtney would have done that day? You said she could have called 911. She could have done a bunch of things she didn't do.
Absolutely.
Talk about that.
Well, I mean, if at the time of the incident, when she threw the knife or stabbed him, as we believe, in his chest, most caring person, even in the act of passion or the act of emotional trauma, once you realize what you have done, most human beings will try to save the person's life. She was on the phone as evidenced by their own records. At the time, she was on the phone with her mom. He's bleeding to death on the floor. She continued the conversation. The next call she made was to the security downstairs. The last call was to 911. By the time 911 got there, he was dead.
Do you think if she would have called 911 first, we wouldn't be here today?
No.
I don't know, but I know that would have at least shown human compassion.
I agree. It would have shown human compassion, but I think we're gonna watch the body cam. But I think even the elevator, or the hotel staff, it took them a long time to get up there as well. Hayasini. She called everyone except 911. I'm trying to think of what case this just happened in, or maybe not just, but who was the other one that didn't call 911 really quick? I don't know.
Showing some humanity. I think that every reasonable person would agree with that. But to allow a person to bleed to death and then run behind saying you did it in self-defense while they're on the floor dying in your presence, I believe that speaks a whole lot about the character of the person.
And the family believed that his love for her cost him his life.
Absolutely, he predicted it. He indicated in his text, his writings, before that he believed that his love will eventually cause his demise at her hands.
Do they wish he never dated her?
Well, they wished he was alive today. That's what they wished. And they've been robbed of that.
You mentioned injuries he suffered in the past. Also, some mention of the narrative that she painted of abuse by him. Are you suggesting that she was the abuser, far more aggressive than what has been described?
That's what the independent evidence shows and established. He was cut in the face by her, went to the hospital. He was stabbed in the thigh by her. And then the ultimate final episode was what happened while we're here today, where he was stabbed in the arm.
And I get that. I totally do. We've covered that here. But like also we don't know what happened in between those incidents. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad person and that I'm defending Courtney, because I'm not. But there's a lot in between that we don't know. And maybe some of the family does, maybe her family does, maybe her parents do, maybe his parents do, like they said.
Has the court said anything to the family? Have they apologized?
No.
In the courtroom, we heard a little bit about who Christian was. So I wanted to ask, how does the family want him to be remembered?
As a loving person, as a person who would give his last, as a very compassionate person, and even his own conduct has shown that when he was attacked before, where he had to go to the hospital being cut, he didn't call law enforcement. He never called the police on her because he loved her. He was blind by that love. And that's why he felt and predicted that it would be love that would take his life. It was in his text. He was texting her. These are evidence that were found in his text phone. Thank you all so much.
Okay. I want to listen to Courtney's defense team speak now. I do think the world seems to have major DV issues going unchecked, but I see more of it, or maybe social media has spotlighted it. Yeah. I think social media has a lot to do with it. I'm not perfect. I just wouldn't expect, I guess, anyone to speak on me like that. But that doesn't mean that it has to be the same for the Obumseli or CLENNEY family. But like, clearly there was something there, right? That they decided to go with this sweetheart plea deal.
Victim in this case, as Sabrina will more specifically point out, but the evidence presented, independent eyewitnesses, medical records, police security reports, expert testimony. We have many experts in this case. This all support, all the experts, all the video, all the evidence supports that in fact, Ms. CLENNEY, Courtney CLENNEY, was the victim of domestic violence in this case. And the actions she took that night, we stand by them, that she did it to protect her own life. As you heard her state in court today, she took this plea because it's in her best interests. With that said, I'll turn it over to Ms. Puglisi to address some of the factual issues of why we're here today.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, everybody. And let me be equally clear about what has not changed in this case. From the first day, we said that Courtney CLENNEY was a victim of domestic abuse. And we say it again today. This was never something we asked anyone to take on faith. From the beginning, we said the evidence would support our defense. And the evidence we were prepared to put before a jury included independent witnesses with no stake in the case. There was a neighbor, Arthur Cupp, who came freely and voluntarily to speak to the police about what happened that he saw about a week prior. He witnessed Courtney repeatedly being hit by Obumseli, and when Obumseli saw that somebody was looking at him from across the way, he closed the shades.
This is the type of stuff that they were going to bring in, you know? And so clearly the state felt that, like I said at the beginning, they probably couldn't convince a jury. Charles gets messy like that so they can dig up. So like what they can dig up on you, they will. Yeah. I don't know.
A store employee near their house witnessed Courtney entering the store with bruises on her arms, and on one occasion, him grabbing her and cornering her. It included building security and police responses in the weeks before, including one just days earlier when officers found Courtney frightened, asking for help, asking for a restraining order against Christian Obumseli. It included medical records documenting repeated injuries across the relationship, and it included Dr. Lenora Walker, the psychologist who first defined battered women syndrome, and Dr. Stephanie Ackle, who were prepared to explain the years of abuse shaped Courtney's fears and her actions on that day. What that evidence would have shown is that on April 3rd, 2022, Courtney had been choked by Christian Obumseli, a man much larger and stronger than her. When he lunged towards her, Courtney threw a knife in fear for her life. Resolving this case is not a retraction of the truth. I also want to be honest about how hard this was fought. Over 4 years, this defense fought through obstacle after obstacle. A judge found that prosecutors had violated the attorney-client and work product privilege that protected Courtney's defense and ordered that material excluded, describing the state as having proceeded with what the court called prosecutorial blinders. In a separate ruling, the court suppressed recordings that had been unlawfully made inside Courtney's own home by Christian Obumseli. We never stopped because that is what Courtney was owed. The resolution reached today is a direct result of that fight. I'll turn it over to Jude.
So Tim and Deborah are going to make a statement right now, a prepared statement, and then the attorneys will be available for some questions. Go ahead, Tim.
Before anything else, I want to acknowledge that a young man lost his life. Nothing I can say today
Oh, wow.
diminishes that tragedy or the profound and permanent loss that some may feel. I recognize that, and I respect the grief that they may feel. This process has opened our eyes to the flaws in our justice system. For example, my wife and I being arrested for nothing more than supporting our daughter. That was a terrifying reality check about what can happen when government agencies are allowed to act unchecked. But today is about moving past all that. What matters to me now is that for the first time in more than 4 years, there's an end in sight. Courtney has a future ahead of her. As her father, I'm looking forward to that day that she can begin rebuilding her life. I'm looking forward to the day I can sit across from her face to face and hug her and tell her how much I love her. I'd like to say something about a much larger family that we have, and that's our attorney family. Frank has been there since day one. I called him out of the blue on a Sunday evening. He was at dinner and he dropped what he was doing because he knew that I needed him and therefore my daughter needed him. He hugged her that first day, a hug from me, and he's been with us since then. A few months later, I want to also recognize his paralegal, Pam. She's been here since day one as well. A few months later, after Courtney was arrested, Sabrina and Diane joined us. And I like to tell them that they're tougher than any men I know in Texas. So they're true bulldogs.
They got charged for like trying to something with communications on the laptop, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the exact detail, but those charges were dropped. They were dropped out against her parents and with Courtney too. So that was one of their mishaps. And then there's the Khalil Quinnen having to step down because of misconduct. So Men are victims and survivors as well. Absolutely. We saw it in the Johnny Depp case. What did he record? Was it Christian's laptop or was it Courtney's laptop? I can't remember. I might have to pull that document again. There was stuff tampering. Yeah, it was tampering. That's what it was. It was his. Okay, yeah. They were trying to get into Christian's laptop. And then the assisting prosecutor opened up emails that were entitled to him. And that's why he had to step down.
Beautiful ones at that. So, Jude, who came after my wife and I were wrongfully arrested, has always got the task of reining me in and containing my fury, which is many days. And also Jude's partner, Mickey, and Tara, who can't be here today, but also joined our team a couple of years ago. You know, and there's been others along the way, but they just aren't attorneys to us. They were genuinely good people. They believed in Courtney. They believed in us. And they've given more themselves than we could have ever expected. They've seen us through our good days and our bad days, and we've certainly had a few of those. I'm proud to call them my friends. Words cannot really express what they mean to us. And I hope they know how grateful and thankful we are. We've spent more than 4 years fighting and looking backward. Today I'm choosing to look forward to Courtney's future, to our family beginning to heal, and ultimately to the day our baby girl comes home.
Okay, are there any questions?
Your legal team obviously had many legal wins, including obviously the drop in the case of the parents. Why not go all the way and clear her record, right? Leave CLENNEY with the criminal record that she claims that she was innocent.
So, and I'll let Frank address that too, but I think he addressed it already. You know, the criminal justice system is a complicated animal, but when you look at the result today, and you think about what Florida's sentencing guidelines are, if Courtney had been convicted by a jury, which is always a possibility, that's a variable that cannot be controlled. But had she been convicted by a jury, the state sentencing guidelines would have required a sentence of 21 years. The fact that the state of Florida just extended to Courtney and the court accepted a plea that is 15 years below the bottom of the sentencing guidelines tells you everything you need to know about the state's case. After today, every day that Courtney wakes up is a day closer to her coming home. And that's why we took the deal today. And I'll let Frank address it.
I know somebody said in the chat, like, if it's self-defense, why not let it go to trial? But again, the state, it's up to them, you know, and they were in on this plea deal. So she was looking at 21 if she took it to trial. I don't know. She already did 4, 2 more. Yeah, I might have had said, I'll take it.
Yeah, sure. You know, as Jude, so to echo what Jude was saying, you know, you have to. It's a weighing. It's a balancing. The evidence in this case would have been overwhelming at trial on the side of the defense, but you never know what a jury's going to do. They may latch on to some comment, a face that somebody makes. They may not like me. They definitely would like Sabrina, but they won't like me. And so in order to balance that, you have to look. I've got 20 more months to go. Versus what's behind door number 2, could be guilty. Could it be? Sure, it could be. I doubt it. The state's case crumbled. That's why we're here today with a sentence of 6 years.
I have to agree with, what's his name? Frank. It crumbled. Yeah.
With the credit for time served, my math is she could get out in 2 years. With
Correct.
good behavior, is there a possibility of her getting out sooner?
Sure. So, we can't control it. Florida Department of Corrections controls all the gain time and good time off. Generally, it's 5 days per every 30, which unfortunately she doesn't start getting that until she gets to state prison. But yes, it's all credit for time served. So when she's making the analysis of, do I take this deal? I've got 20 months as a guarantee and I'm out. Most people in her shoes would make the same wise decision.
I would.
Yes. To guesstimate, I'd say 18 to 20 months. That's all she has left.
The state also
So yeah, a year and a half. Yo, we'll be on here talking about her OF content coming back. Can you imagine? She gonna be everywhere. Add him to my list of dream. Who? Frank Prieto? Yeah, I like Frank too.
mentioned today as well.
Frank and Kevin Reddington are definitely up there. I don't know Frank's previous cases, or his history, but I think he did very good for Courtney in her case.
About making money of your wrongdoing. You were against that, or you seemed to be upset that you brought it up. Could you talk about that?
Sure. So I think going back to the 1970s, there was a serial killer in New York that was nicknamed the Son of Sam. I think because he was listening to his dog or something. Maybe I'm missing up my serial killers. But New York passed a law that they coined the Son of Sam law, which says you can't profit off of a crime, any crime. I've never seen it enforced. We did some research that shows, at least my analysis, just because the state says it's constitutional, quite honestly, unfortunately for Mr. Habeloff, that doesn't mean it's constitutional. A judge would determine that. But that statute, we feel, violates the First Amendment, free speech, but also other legal technicalities that how can you put a lien on something that doesn't yet exist? So they want, to assure that, I don't know, if Courtney has a podcast in the future and mentions her time in jail, right? If she makes any money off that, the Attorney General of Florida, not the state attorney's office, could, in theory, file a lawsuit to try to collect any profits or monies that she would make. So they're just pointing that out for the optics of it. But it's going to be hard fought if that ever happens as well.
I think it's also important to note, and Frank put it perfectly, that was theater, what you saw today. It is unlawful. It is unethical to try and shoehorn in a civil settlement on a theoretical cause of action that may in the future take place through a criminal case. So my guess is that was very much designed for the optics of it. It's entirely irrelevant to this. There is no way that the state attorney's office in Miami-Dade County has the standing through a criminal plea agreement to try and engage in.
Are you of the mind frame of trying to write a book or something to profit off of this experience?
That we have to talk about that, myself and Sabrina, but I think part of what Kim was saying that everybody's talked about all this money that Courtney had, and that's accurate, had, past tense. The amount of hours, tedious hours. I also represented Courtney in the civil case against her, which that was open for years and years. The amount of work that this team has put in definitely could get some additional compensation if it's going to be out there available.
Let me just address that more directly on behalf of Kim and Deborah. Absolutely not. There's no idea that this is in any way going to be profitable. Nothing about this is profitable.
No, but respectfully, she was on OnlyFans and doing whatever like before this. So if that's what she wants to do, like I think that not profit off the family, but like continue her little influencer thing, then I think it's okay.
Profitable to watch your daughter sit in jail while the state attorney's office takes actions targeting her, targeting you, Kim and Deborah. The idea that there's some windfall at the end of this is misplaced, because there's nothing about this entire process that anybody would wish on their worst enemy. So the shorter answer to the question is no. The idea of profiting from this is not something the Clenneys are concerned about. They're concerned about waiting for Courtney to come home and being able to embrace their daughter again.
Right, just to clarify, I was talking about the attorneys, not the Clenny.
Oh yeah, well, definitely.
But yeah, it's never been about profit. It never will be on the side of the Clenny family, nor on the side of the attorneys. This has been a fight for justice and a fight for what is right against what was wrong. And to back up to why would we take a plea? I forget if it was Christian. My guess, and we can speculate all day. My guess is if the judge, not Judge Wolfson, but the initial Judge Cruz, if we would have been able to secure a bond, which a lot of the public and private comments have indicated she should have been out. If Courtney was out of custody, I can tell you this would have been a trial, because there's no way when she's out of custody we would have taken a plea of 6 years. But again, you already have 4, and now it's 6. It really is a common sense decision to accept the offer.
I heard you say Courtney is a victim. Mr. Hanfield, his assertions after the proceeding today is that Christian is the victim, that Courtney attacked him multiple times. Can you respond to that assertion? Because his assertion is that at trial, it would have been, the jurors would have seen that Courtney was aggressive toward him and just as abusive as you all claim.
I'll let Sabrina address that. But what would have come in at trial is a lot different than what's been put out in the media so far.
It's easy for Mr. Hanfield to make those statements. The evidence doesn't support his statements, though. Had we gone to a jury, the evidence would have supported. It was a mutually combative relationship. There's no question about that. We've never sat there and said Courtney was an angel. They had a very combative relationship. But at the end of the day, Christian was abusing her. He's much stronger, much larger than she was. And on the day of those events, she was acting in self-defense. Her actions were justified. And that's what the evidence would show.
Right. And I would just add, we released this in a motion, but they can talk about Christian being a victim all day, and the man should not be dead. Nobody would wish that upon anybody. But if you think about what that young man, how he treated his dog, Halo, okay, how he treated his dog when he left it in his apartment he was being evicted from, okay, left the dog in a locked closet, in a locked cage for days. The necropsy revealed the dog was eating his own feces and drinking his own urine to try to survive. What kind of person does that to an animal? Think about what the abuse that Courtney suffered at the hands of somebody who's capable of that.
Might I say it's a little dirty for him to bring that up right now? Yes, but the fact of the matter is there is evidence of that, and that is fucking monstrous. Yeah, no. I'm like the lady at the red light that will like call the police if I see a homeless man hurting his dog like on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a cop caller. Now don't come at me. They're never our friends, and I have had many instances with cops. But and I do ask for a lawyer right off the bat. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that part, but nonetheless, that's brutal. I can't get behind hurting children and animals. I can't do it. It's horrific. Does that change my opinion a little bit about this case? Yeah, it does actually. It does give me a motive to have an opinion of like, okay, well, maybe there's this another side of Christian that we don't know. That doesn't mean I'm shitting on the victim and victim blaming. I'm just saying, like, if they have evidence of that, and again, we don't know the other side of it, but that's brutal. it makes me angry too. Yeah, children and animals are off limits. Obviously, children, they're humans, but still, I think it's sick. I think it's fucking sick, infuriating.
They're not taking any questions. Thanks, Lisa.
I want to say two things. Larry Handfield has a very loose connection with the truth. Just take that for what it is. It's not a very intimate relationship. And to your point,
Wait, what is the dad saying? Okay, let me go back. All right, Mr. CLENNEY.
And to your point, the wrongdoing. There was no wrongdoing by my daughter or my wife or I. So.
Oh, he's calling someone out. Let me go back.
Larry Handfield has a very loose connection with the truth. Just take that for what it is. It's not a very intimate relationship. And to your point, the wrongdoing. There was no wrongdoing by my daughter or my wife or I. So, and the fact that she spent one day in jail was one day too many.
Okay.
And is that why today Mr. Hanfield said they've never heard from the family, they've never been offered condolences, they haven't heard from anybody with the family. Is that why there has been no?
I'll address that. So it would not be proper. And I heard Mr. Hanfield say that, and I know he's doing his job representing the family, but that is not a proper action during a pending criminal case for there to be any communication between this family, Courtney.
We can tell that her dad is like her dad, right? Can you say that maybe he enabled her? Yeah. Can I say that maybe a lot of parents do that, including my dad? Yeah. And I speak from coming with having a close relationship with my father. Like, this would be my father. And I know that doesn't sound right. It's like, well, if you committed a crime, like, I get it, but like, a parent is a parent at the end of the day. And my dad has always had my back. So I don't knock him for being a father, but is there some enabling factors in there? Yeah, of course. I think no one's perfect. And I think any parent, just like him, just like Natalie Shirla, just like Steve Shirla, would want to defend their child. Yeah, see, Cynthia says, that's my daughter. Don't care. I'd be there. But it's probably because deep down inside, you know who they really are, I don't know. It's tough. But her dad be out here fighting for her this whole time, funding it, supporting her in jail.
Courtney's attorneys and the next of kin. So while on its face that may sound callous, that's just not something that is regularly done. And I will point out, Mr. Hanfield's comments in court were very modest and temperate. And then apparently when exiting the courtroom, he had a lot more to say. And I would just suggest that if you have something to say and you can't say it in front of the judge, it's not something that should be said. Okay, I thank you all for coming. Frank, you have anything else?
No, that's it. And we do appreciate.
Yes,
Diane,
Diane's
I
gonna.
forgot. Diane is
Yeah,
going
hoping that
to.
they forget.
Thank you, Christian. Thanks. Thank you.
Ok, buenas tardes todo el mundo. Hoy la señorita CLENNEY resolvió este caso mediante.
Oh, great. They cut off the Spanish speaker. So rude. Absolutely rude. We wanted to hear en español. Yes, sí. Sí queríamos escuchar. I think if the Obum Sally Felly were quiet, then they wouldn't have said anything about the dog in this press conference. Wait, they cut us off. Yeah. I don't speak Spanish, but why did do that? I don't know. Spanish was my first language. It is what it is. Old court got sweetheart. Old court got sweetheart deal. Yeah, she did. She did. I wanted to review some body cam, but I think I might make that a separate live. Have it pulled up. So Courtney Clenny will be out, what? End of 2027? The body cam, yes. Yeah, I kind of was thinking we should do a separate live, so this could just stay like that, the update. Or do you guys want to get into it on this live? I don't care either way. Yeah. Only Spanish I know is from Dora. Should we do Spanish classes with Melly? That would be fun. I teach you Spanish. Espanol. And game. Okay, we can at least get into the hotel video. The hotel, or the elevator. Why do I keep saying hotel? The elevator, either is good with me. I know. Yes, okay, we could do it. I know I need to get caught up on Lindsay. Don't. Yes, Spanish with Melly. That would be fun, huh? That would be fun. Lindsay's lawyer is everything. I know. Don't tell me. I don't want to. Don't spoil it. I want to get there. We do have a Lindsay live planned for later. She teach Spanish. I teach. Yeah, I still haven't learned that though. I need to still learn Carney. Melly, do you dream in Spanish? Yeah. I dream in Spanish and English. Is that weird? I'm never attempting to teach anyone Russian again. I think it's, yeah, I think if you're around naturally, like I could definitely teach you guys. I think we could get somewhere. It's hard though. And I speak it really fast. So because speak it really fast to my family, I only speak Spanish to my mother. My father, I'll do either or. I mean, they understand it and they speak it, don't get me wrong, but that's just how we're used to it. I'm a bad teacher. But I do, I dream and I know a little bit of French too. I know, look at you learning about me. You little you. Okay, let's watch this elevator. I mean, I can be as open as you'll accept me to be. Listen. Pause. I'm 14-year-old. I can learn from you in chat. She's always wanting me to say hi to you from her. Oh, Alexa, 14-year-old. Hi. She's wanting me to say hi. Hi. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. This is the one Paraíso elevator video footage, and then we'll maybe do the body cam on a separate live or this one. I always wondered when they have Spanish on TV if they're really saying what they put on the screen. Yeah, it's just different. It's different. Like, I feel like, how do I explain it? I think it's shorter in Spanish. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Dialects are usually off. Yeah, and I know like Spain and like the proper Spain or Spanish, and I know the street Spanish too. So I know both. I guess not straight, but the more yeah, it's like I feel like you could say so much more in Spanish. It seems like shorter speaking than in English. Like I could feel like I could cuss someone out in Spanish like faster with less words than I could in English, and they sound different. So like some words in Spanish I will not say, like around my parents, cuss words or whatever. But in English, I'll say them all day. Like it's really weird. And like sometimes when I cuss in front of my dad, I get in trouble. Like he's just like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Oh," because it sounds like different in both certain words. Like stupid. I know I don't even really like that word in English, but in Spanish, like my dad does not like to hear that. Like if I say she's stupid in Spanish, there's a problem. It just sounds different. Certain cuss words. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'll stop rambling. Let's get back to the body cam. Service elevator. But everything sounds funnier in Spanish, and horror movies in Spanish just aren't scary. No, it is. Like if I'm screaming at you in Spanish, like yeah, you probably will get a little scared. And it is like I don't know. How do you say true crime in Spanish? I don't know about true crime in Spanish. Like, could I come up here and talk about a case? Yeah. But like when I talk to my parents about true crime, I just say true crime. But I think it's the way like technically true crime in Spanish would be verdadero crimen, but I don't think it translates to like true crime in the same sense. If that makes sense. Why is there no sound here? Wait, who is this? What dog is this? That's not Christian, is it? Okay, I was gonna freak out. Why is there no sound? I think this one doesn't have any sound. An elevator up to your freaking suite is wild. Now you know that's big money. She looks so scary here. Let's start from the beginning. I'll try to find that one with sound, but let's go to the regular body cam. That was scary. And I think this is from Cat Williams too. Love her. Wait, why am I? Oh my God. Hold on. Why can I not hear the sound? Oh, okay, yeah, it's muted on some parts, my bad. I'm over here freaking out. Okay, let's start over.
Oh, wow. Bro, Wait, any way you can hurry up the elevator? We got 2 units. We got 2 units. 20, 22. We got 2 units. We got 2 units. 20, 22.
Only if he's in Sicily.
Still got a call. Mom still got to go.
Not necessarily.
It's
And it's just, I mean, do you have any indication how long ago this happened?
We just got the call.
We just got the
So
call.
literally, we just got here.
First, it was a 32 mic, and we got delayed because we were on the 34, and then apparently they bumped it up.
I mean, did they discover a body or was
No,
it?
apparently there was somebody called. Apparently there was an argument inside. They called the police, and then they make it. They make it a trick. They make it.
Okay.
They get these people.
they want.
We got two units. We got two units.
Oh man. I don't want to miss the elevator part.
Don't worry, I got it. Don't worry. I told him to go get the shit. Yeah.
He's climbing the exterior.
22. What was the number?
2201.
So it's on that side. It's 3.
Does it go around or is it the back? Is this the right elevator?
Let me see.
Oh, two. That's working. That's the only way it goes.
Let me see if we can go through here. Ladies. Oh, these people are in the. These people are in the elevator. They need to open. They need to open. They open on the other side, bro.
Oh my God. Hey, Danny, give me.
Stay down, man.
Danny, I need you.
Wait, open. Keep this open. See if I can get these people.
They won't tell me.
Ranger.
Guys, please tell me what's going on.
Ranger.
Come on, like there's.
I want that to you.
Everyone in unit that's with the victim have been advised. That's with the victim.
I'm covered in his buckets. I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
And if I don't, y'all can't. Then what will I do with my life?
No, these people are stuck in the elevator. You open the other side. Sit down, relax, okay?
Boys, come here. Boys, Jesse, come here. Just baby, sit down. They won't tell me if he's okay.
Listen, we don't know. We need rescues right here. We're trying to get them.
No.
The blood on her face is wild.
No. Jesse, come here, baby. Jesse, come here. Jesse, come on, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. Jesse, come here. Hey, baby, it's gonna be okay. Hey, come back. I might have to go to the cops for a couple of days, but I'll be back home, okay? You'll be okay, baby. I promise I'll be. It'll be okay, baby.
What's his name?
Daddy will be back.
What's his name?
What is his name? Christian Obumseli.
What's his name?
Christian Obumseli.
Christian.
Obumseli, please.
Listen, sit down. Do me a favor, sit down. Do not
Why are
move.
you yelling at me?
Do not move.
Why are you yelling at me?
Do not move. Sit
Okay,
down.
okay, but
We don't know what's going on. We don't know what happened.
I'm terrified
So
for him.
right now, yeah, don't worry. They're helping him. So just sit down. Don't move. Okay?
Oh my God.
Oh, he's right there. Just
Jesse,
sit
come
down.
here, baby.
Sit
Jesse,
down.
come here.
Relax.
Jesse, come here. I'm just trying to get my dog. Can you just bring my dog to me?
He's alive. Yeah, Lisa, take the medical box.
I need you to get out of the way.
Okay, let's move more.
He's alive.
Sit down.
Well, where do I go? Where can I go inside?
Sit down.
Her baby's coming
Hey,
out.
just no. They won't bite. Just bring him out here. Hey, I'm asking you as a person. Can you please bring my other dog out to me?
Your dog is right there. Forget about the dog now. Don't worry. Forget about the dog.
But I'm covered in blood. It makes me look really bad. I was holding him the whole time.
I know. We're trying to see what's going on. Calm down. Okay? Calm down.
I want him to be okay. Please.
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
Okay, it's okay. Hey, baby, come on. It's all good.
She's their girlfriend. Yeah. She's in handcuffs right now.
You're the girlfriend?
That's me. I'm covered in it. I was holding him the whole time. He was like, really wet.
So who did it? Can you give us any information?
Absolutely, I can.
I'll get this right there. Yeah. You know who it was?
I need these dogs out here.
Hey, got the dogs. Come on.
Go.
Who it was? It was the only one that was in our pocket.
Okay, let's get it outside so we can get the, okay, let's move over here so we have more space, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, just sit down, relax.
Okay,
They're gonna take care of him.
Okay.
Your dog is right here.
Okay. Hey, boys, just sit down,
So what happened?
I don't even, I'm like overhead to, I love him like more than like.
Okay. So what happened today that we're here?
So I had broken up with him about a week ago. And then today again, like we just weren't getting along kind of, but like I said, we're breaking up again.
So you guys trying to get back together?
Yes, absolutely. Because I want to marry him. I love him. I think that he could change. I could change whatever. And he just, I said, he started doing some shit that he said he wouldn't do to me. And I said, you know what? We're over. And I walked away and he pinned me to the wall.
He pinned you against the wall.
He pinned me to the wall and then pinned me to the ground. It was choking me. And so I got up and I called my mom and I was talking to her. And then he started charging at me and I just had it in my hand because I was like turning around like don't come
What
here.
do you have in your knife? What do you have in your hand? A knife?
Because I was scared.
I'm asking you, what do you have in your hand? A knife, okay.
And I called my mom. She was on the phone. She can say like what it was. I was scared and there was just and he started charging and he started just threw it. I just threw it till I was scared of him, but I just threw it to scare him and it just I just like I don't know. I feel like it's I was.
So you said he was choking you and then
choking me. Got up. I called my mom because I was scared about that. And then we started fighting again, and he came at me, and I just like.
where was the knife?
You're in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. So you
But
went to the kitchen.
I don't care what happened. Just please tell me like he's gonna.
Listen, right now they're attending him. So
Okay.
so how many times?
I haven't been in like this exact situation, but I have been in a very toxic relationship. I forget how chaotic this one is though.
How many times did you stab him?
I did not stab him once. I just threw it because I was scared.
You threw a knife?
Threw it.
You threw a knife?
Threw it from like across from. I did not like. I was scared.
Right. Sit down. Sit down.
No.
Sit down.
No, that's not a body bag. It's
Sit down. That's not a body bag. Sit down. Sit down.
Oh my God.
Sit down.
Listen to me.
Sit down.
Sit down. Sit down.
Okay.
Don't move from there.
Why are you?
You're not helping anymore. Everybody's here to help him out. Okay?
I was.
Don't
here to
move
help him
anymore.
out.
Stay there.
I was here.
I know. I got here. Okay? We've been the one helping him out.
Let me
That
go.
was not a body bag, is it?
No.
No.
Okay, well then.
We need somebody to
go.
We need somebody to go with.
Can you make this just a little bit?
Just give me 1 second.
Push it all the way out. Just have the front part.
Oh, yeah, we need somebody to go with rescue.
Do over there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, good.
Hey, how old is he? You got an age on?
He's 27. He turns 28 on April 12th.
George, it's only 3 of us. We don't have anybody to go with rescue.
We'll get somebody.
40 to 20.
Hey, Tuber, you gotta stop.
Yeah, no, Ellie was not, I don't know if these specific officers, but I think there was a total of like, they were going to be evicted. She was going to be evicted because there was like 13 complaints against her. I think for this very exact reason, the fighting and stuff.
Yeah, put in a call for ID and have
That's why the family settled, Obamseli's family settled with Buen Paraíso, I think. I don't know if it was recent, but I think it's somewhat recent. They settled their civil suit.
TV views one.
Come on, boys. I was gonna tell him. Just raise TV.
Yeah, go ahead and open it up.
Okay, where's your ID?
Just like in one of my, can I just like rinse off? Like I have so much blood in my hand.
Listen, right now, we're okay, I understand. We're just trying to work this out. Right now, we
My
can.
passport should be in one of my purses.
Your passport?
but I cannot just like go somewhere like covered in my boyfriend's blood. Like
Right now, we're not moving from here. Right now.
Okay. I mean, I don't even know if I'm leaving here, but I have to leave. I have to go wherever he is.
Okay,
I need to go to the hospital.
He's going to the hospital right now.
I need to go to the hospital.
Okay, we gotta.
I need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, okay, but not right now. We're conducting an investigation. Okay. Clayton, see if you can get inside the purse. There's her ID. See if you can find the other ID. You want me to go? No, bueno, ya. Mira.
See, come here, baby.
We were just trying to get the IDs. An ID at least.
Where's your ID?
Inside a purse. Es un passport. Passport. What is your purse? Man, what is your purse?
So there's a tan purse on the counter somewhere, and then there's a brown purse. Why am I in cuffs?
Because we're conducting an investigation. We're trying to determine. I don't know. We're trying to determine what happens. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, because I my whole house is a mess. I'd be able to find it.
Listen, we just got here. We don't know what happened. We're trying to determine what happened.
I've been really scared, and I mean, my mom, my dad, my mom.
Mira, Robert, Ale, este es el tuyo. If you got a question, no, we do the first. If you got a question, let me know. But mira, as a sergeant, just run with DV so they can receive.
He's already doing it.
He's already doing
Yeah. He's on the QS1 with you.
What? What happened? You got a question?
Do you actually think, I don't know how much photos I'm, do you actually think like maybe I don't have any like wishes?
If
That I don't want to hurt you?
we don't go on belief. We go on facts. I don't know you. To tell
Well,
you.
you're gonna have to have him wake up. He needs to wake up to
Does-
tell everybody.
Is there any camera inside? You guys have cameras inside?
No,
You guys don't have cameras?
no, we don't. I wish we did. I wish we
At
did.
one point, at no point when you talk to your mom, you never recorded.
No, I was on the phone. Hey, I feel like you didn't like me like the other day. Like, come on, like I don't really want to get in trouble for something. And I swear to God, my fucking boyfriend. I should have just stuck and broke up with him.
Just okay.
Yes, the age of the victim and where they reside.
They won't tell me what happened.
27.
Hey, can I please talk to my mother? Can I
He's
please talk to my
27
mom? I
route
was on
to
the phone
trauma.
with her. I was on the phone with her when it happened. Can I please talk to her? Sir, can I please talk? I was on the phone with her when it happened.
That's a dispatcher. You're never gonna talk to her anymore
Why?
because we're already here.
What do you mean I'm not going to talk to her anymore?
You don't need to talk to the dispatcher.
So I can't,
You're gonna talk to us and to the detective.
like I'm going to jail?
I don't know. I'm telling you, you're gonna talk to a detective.
Oh my
We're gonna conduct an investigation. Just sit back a little bit.
Pues,
Yes, the age and where the victim
Ranger,
reside.
come on. Can you kiss? Okay, I'm not going to kiss just like kiss because I feel like I'm going to be held for a little bit.
Do you wanna
just,
what?
like, pull my dogs.
You got your dog next to you?
But I guess I could.
No, I can take the handcuff now. We don't know what happened, so we're trying to verify what happened.
That's his DJ set. I bought him for his birthday.
Yes, thank you.
It's what?
Homicide's the one responding for TV.
Wait, is he dead?
Listen. Sit down.
Okay, no, I'll sit
Sit
down.
down.
I just you scared me.
Sit down.
He's not dead, is he?
We don't.
No, they're taking him to the hospital right now.
He's in the hospital right now.
I need to be at the hospital with him.
No, you're not going in.
Why?
Because we're conducting an investigation.
It was free. It was I was self-defense. I mean, my mom was on the phone.
Okay, well, listen, the detectives are coming. You're gonna talk to them, and then you're gonna explain your side.
But I'm gonna be covered in blood. I look crazy. I was holding him while he was spurting blood, trying to stop the blood.
Okay. So I need you to explain to me exactly what happened. I need you to be calm, okay, and explain to me exactly what happened. So
I just feel like I'm gonna throw up because I feel like he might. It looked like y'all were carrying him out on a body bag.
Yeah, because you couldn't get him on the stretcher because it's too small of a thing.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
I really want to be there. He would want me to be there.
I understand that, but I need you to talk to me right now. I need you to explain to me.
Okay. So I broke up with him about a week ago. My mom came out.
Okay. Just say that you both live here?
Yeah, it's my name on it, but he lives here. So we
okay.
Sorry.
But are you staying here?
Yes, we were gonna move because he was gonna get a golden retriever.
Okay, but you came here or you were already here today?
We were already here.
She lives. Okay.
We were already here. So I had broken up with him about a week ago. He was staying around the apartment. My mom was here to help me get him out, but I didn't want him out.
Relax.
Would you be able to access if somebody left?
Okay.
So what? Just speak to the sergeant.
Okay.
Okay.
So you broke up about a week ago.
Yes, and then my mom left yesterday because I said it'll be all good, we're done, whatever. And then he came and I was like, you know what, we'll be all good. We'll be all good. And we just started arguing, and then
Started arguing today?
we started arguing, and he held me against the wall, choked me against the wall.
Okay, but you started arguing today?
Right.
About?
Okay, well, that's happened twice before. It's nothing. He's never trying to kill me. It was just choking me.
Don't worry about it. Okay. So you started arguing. What were you guys arguing about?
God, I'm thinking
Just relax.
If we could just go, she would be able to say what it was.
But was she here?
No, I called her because I was scared.
I need you were here. I need you to explain to me.
Yeah, I don't think we actually know what they were arguing about. Fighting, drinking, him saying hi to someone. I mean, I don't know. I find the toxin. There's a whole set called. Yeah, there is. I know. Saw someone say, "This is rough." Yeah, it is.
Okay. That's why I need you to relax. All right. I need you to explain to me. Okay. What did you guys start arguing about?
I don't know.
What's your name?
What are you saying?
Your name.
We're
Your
trying
name.
to
I don't.
see.
What is your name? I don't know.
No, I'm thinking about him. I'm scared for him. I just can't think about anything.
Remember, we're trying to follow the story.
My name is Courtney Taylor Clenny.
What is it?
Courtney Taylor Clenny.
Okay, Courtney. Courtney, relax. Okay.
Oh my God, I cannot.
So you guys started arguing. What did you argue about?
I don't want to lie to you, so right now I cannot even tell you.
Okay, so you guys started arguing. Then what happened?
Threw me against the wall. Choked me. I mean, you're looking like this. He's never choked me to where it's
Okay,
crazy stuff. But I couldn't breathe.
Okay.
Then he put me on the.
So he throws you against the wall.
Then he put me on the ground, choked me. That's happened 2 other times.
Did he tell you anything? Did he say
just like that kind of face, where I was really scared and I was trying to get him off of me and he wouldn't get off. Then he gets off and I called my mom.
Okay.
And then I went into the other room and I was talking to her and I was crying and saying something is happening. I don't know what's going on with Christian. And I was just crying, whatever. And then I went to the kitchen and he started charging at me. And I said he goes, do it. And then he charged me and threw, but he was far away and I never in a million years I'm
he threw
scared.
a statue at you?
No. It was the knife. I said I was just holding it to be please don't come anywhere near me, basically.
Okay.
Because God forbid I ever did anything like that to somebody that I love. So don't come near me.
Okay,
And I was on the phone with my mom the whole time.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then he just charged at me. And I threw it, but he was far away, but I just, I mean,
There was a whole thing with her throwing the knife and then her like stabbing him up close. I don't remember they brought the pig into the hearing. Yeah, I don't know about her throwing it, but I've never been in that position, so I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
it's scary because he was coming at me. He just choked me.
So
twice.
you threw the knife at him? Yeah.
But I was so scared. He choked me twice. I just need to know that he's okay.
He's at the hospital. We don't know yet.
Okay, there's no way I can be at the hospital.
Right now, no. We're conducting an investigation.
Zero chance.
Why? Why is that?
Zero chance.
Why is that?
Because we need you here.
We're doing an investigation. That's why.
Boys, come on. Come here, baby. Daddy's gonna be back soon. Daddy will be back soon. I promise. I'll be okay. I guess. Maybe. At least I will.
I'm gonna do a log just in case.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? The IDMs and all that stuff for people.
Oh, yeah. Please, bro. Yeah. Yeah, because she's next to the.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, bro, do that, please. You bet.
Hey, see if we can, man, what do you have, like a shirt or a slip top?
Sit down.
Okay, I understand, but I'm very upset.
Just so we can cover you up.
Can I just rinse? I mean, I will keep my handcuffs on.
No,
Can I please just rinse off? My boyfriend's blood is all over me.
I know, but you can't. Unfortunately, you can't go in there. You can't go in the apartment.
Okay. Okay. Here. I have on.
We have a
4537A
on my couch.
So on the inside.
On the inside, not like a full couch, but on like the couch kind of chair.
4 flates.
Just like a loose, like comfortable shirt. I think that's there's like t-shirts, whatever in there.
IBM flates.
And then there's a pair of gray NBA sweatpants that are his. I would like to wear.
Hey, Flayton, look for a big t-shirt, something clean.
Caballo, your IBM?
What did homicide say?
45407. The hospital first. I'm speaking with her right now. I'll give you the key to. Just go over there first. She's going. She said to hold you.
Whatever's gonna get me to the hospital.
45407.
Mira, ¿cuál es el de trooper? 4540. And Sedano's coming in.
That was her who just called.
Oh, and who else?
That's it.
I'll be back. So hold it down until one of us get back out there.
Baby, stop it.
I feel like the law enforcement and the hotel security or whatever officers are so not organized. I don't know. I feel like everything's all over the place.
Oh my God, my sister's out.
Like they don't know what they're.
That's another issue.
It's all good, baby. Don't worry.
What? She said there's no BWC inside. Oh, no, what you said. We got what you said.
Don't worry about it.
I was the last one. This guy got here first. We're stuck waiting for the elevator.
Yeah, I was with you. There's a chance.
Is there any way like I'm gonna be able to find out like how my boyfriend is doing?
Yeah, but not now.
Listen, we don't even know. He's at the hospital. He's being treated.
I know, but I should. I'm the person
listen,
who even want to wake up.
Once the detective,
His grandma lives in Nigeria.
listen, the detective went
And
to the
it's the
hospital.
person right
The detective went to the hospital, and after she comes to the hospital, she's gonna come talk to you. She'll let you know.
Okay, but no. Like,
Listen, we just need something to cover you up.
I
Okay?
know, but I just don't want to be covered in blood.
That's not in blood. We cannot wash you. We cannot do anything.
Okay, I know, but please, like, you're making me look like as bad as I can when I go in there. Can I please just get a t-shirt and sweatpants?
No. You gotta say like that.
What part of we cannot do anything with you? Or
We're not
You
even.
didn't like me the other day when there wasn't, and when I didn't do anything.
Did I say that?
No, but you gave me the vibe, like, man, like, I'm just like a girl.
So unfortunately, right now, like we explained already many times, we have to wait here because we're conducting this investigation. We got to get to the bottom of what happened, and the detectives are going to talk to you.
It's giving Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie's type. You know what I mean? Like, remember when the police like let her go or whatever and just gave him a hotel room, Brian? I feel like the police were called here over 12 times. I don't know, at some point it's like, I know it's hard to arrest people on DV and stuff, but it's like, that's a lot of times. Incidents.
Right now, you cannot move, wash, go anywhere. You can just so stay comfortable there.
Oh, for like investigation sake?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Listen, you got your dogs here next to you. So
I know. I'm gonna leave though. And they
We
can't come
haven't
with me.
taken your dogs away.
Oh, they're gonna come.
They're gonna go with you. Relax.
Okay.
Who followed rescue?
No one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wish.
I told him hit me up. Status.
Jesse, come here.
Bro, I was downstairs waiting on the elevator for 5 minutes.
All right, Mute per sergeant.
Mute per sergeant.
Oh. Are they shut off the body cam? My gosh, all that blood on her. Wow. Her feet. Why did they shut off body cam audio? Oh, here he goes turning it back on. Oh, sorry. That hurts my ears.
The whole thing, just like the whole way around, just like sucks. I'm really helpless.
Listen, right now you're safe.
No, I know, but it's like,
Right now, you're not in danger. You just gotta sit down.
I'm not in danger.
You just gotta sit down. Wait. That's it. Like we have to.
Ranger. Hey.
Do you have a leash for the dogs?
I do.
They're inside. Huh?
They're right on the elevator room.
Yeah.
Mira.
Is that down there?
Ya baja y get the security. Dile que no se vayan.
She was arrested on August 10th. So the arrest is for 4 years from today. But the actual crime did happen in April 3rd.
Jesse, here, Jesse.
Sí, no, hace que se vayan. They were the first ones. Dile que mira que to be over there. If not, just we can have her over there.
Sangre, ¿no? Si no, tiene que ser otro.
Yeah,
¿Y dónde estaba el pecho? El hombro. Pero estaba unconscious. Seguramente se estaba desangrando la cabeza. Y ella que estaba sangrando.
They're saying in Spanish he was definitely bleeding out.
¿Y ya tenía el cuchillo? ¿Ustedes vieron el cuchillo?
He said, "Where's the knife?" And he said, "It's inside." He's like, "Did you get the knife?" He said, "It's inside."
No lo tocaron.
You guys.
Excuse me? There's absolutely, I mean, I hung up the phone when I realized that my boyfriend was hurt. I hung up the phone to my mom. She's probably beside herself. Upset. My phone is coming in my lap. Can I call her? Can I call her?
Christian lives here with you, correct?
Yeah, his name's not Luis, but yes, he lives here. He has literally since January.
But that's what I'm saying. So his stuff is here. He lives here every day.
Yes.
Everything. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So what I'm able to do why?
Because you gotta wait until you talk to a detective. You can talk to anybody else.
Yeah. You can't make any phone calls at this point.
Okay, I just, she's probably beside herself.
She
I mean, imagine if I was on, I hung up the phone in the middle of it. So she would,
she will call 911, they will give some information.
Can I just cover my butt? I'm not moving anywhere, I'm just pulling it up. Y'all don't have to be scared of me. Okay? Okay? Please, like,
We're not
stop acting
scared of
like
you.
I'm gonna do something crazy.
She looks scary. With all that blood all over her.
You want me to cover you up, or you want me to help you cover you up? Or?
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, before somebody comes, but before, I mean, I'm gonna be trying to meet.
Just try to don't move.
No, but I want to see.
Okay, like that.
Just here, stop looking at.
Sorry, there was 2 calls.
34.
Yeah. The 32 was a third party. And I guess the 32 Fox, that's when she
That's what she got. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I know. It's like they let her boobs hang out. Yeah, cops got an eyeful for sure. Does Courtney not know silence is her friend? Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, who's the third party? I guess downstairs we know. Because the call came from the front desk. I guess someone called the front desk. Then the front desk made the call.
Do any of you guys have David on your phone?
You have David on your phone?
No.
Well, before you talk to her, officer, please put her nipple in her bra. Like, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Mine's expired. Well, the 29 from yesterday, the BSO sheriff, they got 29 in Winwood.
Really?
Coming out of Central.
Oh, wow. What was he wearing? Wearing a rollie?
His chain, but it was more than that. It really was. It was.
Oh, BSO?
Pretty much one of his buddies got into a fight. And the guys ended up jumping his buddy, and he was standing there, and the guy came and knocked him out. One punch. And he says he was standing there, and he just. And they took out shit, and they fractured his orbital.
Oh.
No, wrong place and the wrong time.
You called it.
But
Roll call.
No, Edgewater. We're always.
Or did I say roll call?
Yeah,
They were. Hello, man.
So, DB responding? Is that a DB call?
Remember, it's the weekend, so DB's on, so I'm homicide.
What are you doing?
Depends. If it homicide.
Wait, what?
We had a. No, we're calling the detectives. They're gonna come.
Wait, what did you just say? Homicide?
Homicide
We already
because
went over that. Homicide.
they're the ones that are here right now.
Dead, but they're the detectives. They're part of the homicide.
No.
Courtney, relax.
Listen.
Someone is dead.
Listen, our detectives.
Okay, how would I relax?
Listen, the detectives from domestic violence, they're not here right now. So homicide is the one covering. That's why. It's not so far that we know. We're here. We don't know. So yeah, so far we don't know. But I mean.
There was nobody in that apartment?
Yeah. She said she didn't hear anything.
I wonder what was that?
Probably was downstairs, but I can't remember what it said.
Yeah, I agree for Liberties. The fact that she was partially undressed and the cop showed up is good for Courtney. She had a good argument for self-defense. What do you mean relax with the yellow tape up? I know, and all that blood on her. She may only be detained at this point. I guess.
I just want to go back to like the normal day. We were gonna take my dogs to the park and play soccer with Ranger. That was the plan.
You play soccer?
No, just my dog. My dog is like here, but it's fun to kick the ball. He jumps higher than you ever see another dog jump. So we were gonna walk him over there like later on tonight.
To which one? The Margaret Pace Park?
Uh,
What part? The Pace Park? The Margaret?
just like that way by like Paramount. That pretty one with like the volleyball court.
Yeah.
That was the plan. So I really hope that he and I will have a chance to do that at least like soon. I don't want it never to come.
I think she was definitely drinking. I know she had a drinking problem. No, she finds out interrogation room. Yeah, she doesn't find out he passed until they interrogate her. We'll go over that too. But now I don't know if she's actually drunk here. I don't know that they did any of that, but it seems like it is. She could have been She could have been arrested for sure. Anytime you can use lethal force, even if you're 100% expect to be arrested, the jury decides if you're innocent, not the cops. Exactly. Thank you, First Liberties.
They like the song.
Boys, Ranger, come on.
Has he ever had a Florida ID or he only has a Texas ID?
He has a passport that's from Texas, but he's never had it.
He's never had a Florida ID? All right.
Do you have a Florida ID?
I did. I lost it about 3 days after I got it. But yes, I do. It's in the system.
Yes.
Do you know?
What?
I just want. I'm just trying to figure out the fastest I can get to him.
Listen,
You're not.
Even though you go over there, there's nothing you can do. It's up
Even
to
what?
Even though you go over there, there's nothing you can do.
Going where?
Going to the hospital, you're not gonna do anything at the hospital. It's gonna be up to the doctors, you know? Now it's on them. They gotta help them out.
But
You being there, you don't do
I
anything.
can't do anything. It's just being
Listen, just pray for him. You wanna what? Listen, just breathe, relax. No, you can bathe right now.
Yeah, you just need to relax and chill.
No.
Yeah.
No, I get the last
It's
one.
gonna be flaky.
I get the last one to Caballo.
Okay.
45 to 4.
What's your IBM?
454
454 08 08 08, yeah.
454 08.
I feel bad because I couldn't be here, bro, with you guys. Yeah, no, it was. Brother, I'm on. No, it was my bad. But it just took me 5 seconds. I just lost you guys. Y cuando vine aquí, I was like, yeah, but
31.
I've been here.
Between 31 and 32.
See, but I was looking for the numbers. Bro, I've been here once. In almost like.
Oh, this building, yes.
I've been here once. So I was like, bro, that's why I called, bro, where you guys are? My bad. Next time, together, bro.
It's not a time to joke, police officer, sir. Like, I don't find anything funny right now. She's surrounded by only men and it kind of looks bad. Kind of agree with that.
So, go. Yeah, we started that already. Anything else? Done. All right, you got it.
Boys, Ranger, Jesse, come here.
Hey, you brought more gloves?
They went home. I'll sit down. Okay, and ID or first.
Yeah, they requested ID. We just gotta wait. Sí, that happens, yeah. Es el cambio de presión. Oh, the guy was talking about.
Is what?
What?
What do you say?
What?
I didn't think so, but I'm hearing words that are scaring me.
Listen,
Why would I not worry
listen,
about it?
we were talking that last week we had a call over there. Across,
Okay, I'm just, if you imagine this, like, I mean, y'all are like.
listen, we can.
Yeah, I mean, she's not wrong. Like, they're talking and then they keep switching to Spanish. To even put her breast back in her shirt, a woman should be there. I agree, Barbie. Yeah, the dog licking the lip, that's gross. I think her job makes people think she's an object. Yeah, they know she's on OnlyFans and they've already been there. That guy said once, but other officers have been there many times. So, yeah, I agree.
We can talk about you because it has to be a detective. We can talk about you, so don't worry. We're not talking about you because we don't want to get in trouble. You know, we gotta wait the detective to talk to you. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking. That we had a call last week on that side.
So, don't talk in Spanish then.
Okay.
That these buildings we hardly ever get calls.
So you have expense? No, but you're dirty, right?
Right?
We usually don't have that many calls on this building. That's what we're saying. So you're from Miami or you're from somewhere else?
Yeah, Alexa.
Texas?
Now, what's the relevance here?
I'm from Austin.
Austin?
Yeah, my boyfriend's from Dallas. We moved to Austin in first week of January together.
Austin is that's with the snow, no? What's the park? That's the famous park?
Yeah.
It's not Austin?
Yeah, it's the famous part of Texas. And had like a giant snowstorm last year.
Yeah.
Everything froze over for like 2 weeks.
What's the name of the park?
The park that I was going to today?
No, the one in Texas. The famous.
Oh, Zilker Park. Yeah, I went there with them every day too. Or we went there. We loved it. It's where they have ACL every year.
¿Quieres ir allá abajo? You wanna go y limpiarte?
The company when Paraíso got sued, I think they settled with the CLENNEY family. I don't know, was it CLENNEY or was it the Abumselis? Let me look that up. Yeah, it was Christian Abumseli's family who filed a wrongful death suit against One Paraíso. And I think they settled recently. Yeah, they settled before it was going to go to trial. I think this summer they settled, like in July. But I know that the amount of time that I think the hotel security or something or the police got there, they try to say that, oh, Courtney was on the phone with her mom when she could have saved Christian's life. But her defense was saying no, because the amount of time it took law enforcement to get there was just as long, if not longer. So they were like, no, you can't use that against her. Apparently they took forever to get up there. I think either way, the Christian had it when I think it was an artery. So I don't, unfortunately, in my opinion, I don't think either one of whether they were there fast enough or whether she called fast. I think that it was just the injury was too severe.
¿Qué tiene? Vea, ahora hay que cambiar el uniforme para mañana para los duros.
Really? I have a playlist where I followed the case somewhat for the most part with documents and the body cam. We've already reviewed this and stuff a few times. So definitely you can get caught up on my Courtney Clenny playlist.
Okay, so I have a question. Just regarding my dogs, as far as I know, all I've been told is that detectives or investigators or somebody are coming up here. And I mean, y'all haven't told me that they're taking me down anywhere, so I'm just gonna assume that's not happening. So if they come up here, then I'm talking to them, then my dogs can stay up here. But I mean, I would assume it's not that simple. I would assume I have to go somewhere.
What's your question? You worry about dogs?
I'm worried about my dogs.
This is what we normally do. What we normally do is when we have dogs unattended, because the owners are not available for whatever reason, we call animal service. Animal service will take them to a place, hold them there safely until somebody can retrieve them again.
Is that what's going to happen?
We don't know what's going to happen. So we told you before, we don't know what's going to happen.
That's up to the detective.
But if you're not going to be available to take care of them, that's what we'll do.
Or let's say you have a
I mean,
friend.
clearly, I can't say this.
Or let's say you have a friend that can take care of the dogs and the detective allows it.
Right.
We could go.
My mom would drive from Texas to come and get them. But,
Yeah, but the thing is, we can leave the dog here today.
right. But I mean,
Animal service, yeah, they can respond and take the dogs. until one of you guys, the owner,
She looks definitely intoxicated on something, in my opinion.
can get it back.
I have like a place that could take them though, so if I could just get like,
Yeah, that's up to
contacts.
the detective. Remember, we're just here, but at the end of the day, they're the ones who, do the process. Okay, let me see. Just get it free. Just stop moving so you don't, doesn't fall anymore. Just if you want, lay your bag on the wall and
Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. We're just gonna have to cut. Come on. Let's just cut. Come on. Jesse.
Yeah, Ash, I said that earlier. I think she made a good I think she made a good decision on the plea deal. I mean, for herself, it sucks for, the victim's family because they probably wanted her locked up, but she was looking at 21 years or 6 years.
I mean, somewhere.
do you know her name and their birth?
No,
Do you know his mom? You don't know his mom's name?
it's like an African name. I just would not even know.
Where
I just know what she looks like.
They're all from Texas.
Texas.
Do you know his phone? Where is that?
Where the apartment would that information be?
His phone?
On my phone somewhere. On it actually is. I don't have it saved.
Yeah, I was talking to bro. All right, yeah, we don't know the info for.
All of it. Like I can smell. Guys, I like can smell like the blood on.
Oh,
Like my hair is crusted. Like I was holding him. I was holding him and a puddle of blood like trying to get it to stop. And it's like all of it. Like I can smell it.
Listen, we can smell it too. Blood smell.
they can smell the blood. Oh,
I'm
my
here.
God.
I'm smelling blood since I got here.
I'm covering blood as well. His blood. Trying to help him out. We have the pressure in his wound. Trying to help him out. That's the reason why we're covering that. So,
We just got.
that's what's going on.
We gotta wait for a unit, so they're gonna take pictures. Gonna take picture of you. They're gonna take picture of the apartment. It's a process.
But of me, I was holding him. It's not like I was stabbing him.
Listen,
Just to document it.
listen. Probably we even gonna be in the pictures too, because we're covering blood. I'm telling you, that's the process. We don't, we have to go by the process.
I just hope you will wake up. You will wake up.
Listen, as soon as
Because I
they,
swear to God, God would not let me hurt Christian again. And Christian would not ever abandon me in this kind of situation when he knew what happened. He would want to be able to say something, but God wouldn't do this anyway. He'll be able to do that.
Go ahead. Go to the 305 576 0989. 305 576 0989. This one, thank you so much.
Chance, like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. Baby, you're my, come on. Like, I know y'all said a lot, but like, I'm not.
For now,
I got to do something.
for now, this is the best we can do now. So for now, you just gotta stay quiet, relax, and wait. That's it.
Am I gonna get to go back to my apartment?
I don't know.
Do you really not know that?
Yeah, that's up to the detective. Remember, like I said, we came over here. Now it goes to the detectives. They are the ones who let you know when you can clean, when you can, go to a hospital, whatever they decide. That's up to them.
All I want to do is just, I mean, in cuffs, I'll go to the hospital. That's really all I want to do. I just want to rinse off.
Yeah, but that's not a chance right now.
That's what?
That's not a chance right now. Possibility. That's not a possibility right now.
I thought you said there might be.
No, I'll never say that.
After the detectives? But I mean, okay, is there any chance, like, honestly answer the question, is there any chance I'm sleeping at home tonight?
I don't know.
Can you please just answer the question honestly? I really don't
I don't know. You want me to tell you yes or no? I'll be lying. Because I really don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I said, it's not up to us. No. I'm telling you, it's not up to us. It's not up to me to let you know, go inside the apartment. It's not up to me. The only order that we have is, hold what we got. This is what we got. This is what we hold. That's it. You see, I'm not asking you questions. I don't know. I'm not asking you anything, about what happened. That's up to the detectives.
It's setting in a little, yeah.
I just want my dog. I just want to go get my buff and I want to go see my ex-boyfriend.
She said, I just want to get my dog, my puff, and my ex-boyfriend. What's a puff? Like a vape? Or does she call Christian that?
She's coming?
Yeah.
Bro, this guy had a lot of work. Guzman, que tiene una pila de trabajo para next week. He was putting, reach out to somebody.
Man, I'm not in trouble, so can I please call my mom?
You heard the sergeant, right? The two guys that were here, they were supervisors. He told you already you can call nobody. So if they say no, imagine us. Can we go mute? Can we go mute?
Just wait, I guess, until like right there.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing with us too. We gotta stay here until they come and they tell us what to do. At least you're sitting down.
And what?
At least you're sitting down.
I mean, I was planning on walking to the, sitting down. That's wasn't the plan. It's gonna be walking with him to the park, and then just
How old are you? 24, 25? 25. Are you working, going to school? Self-employed. Do you do crypto?
No, that's what he does.
Oh, that's what he does. Oh, you do social?
It's kind of similar in the Kenzie case in the sense that Kenzie was out for 3 months before they arrested her, and Courtney was out for 4 months before they arrested her when she was in rehab in Hawaii.
Media? Like an influencer type of thing? Like
That guy's annoying.
like you do videos? Video games? What type of social media?
It's none of your business. Do your job as an officer. Like, what is this small talk? I'm so annoyed.
Crypto and stocks.
Crypto and stocks.
I've been holding on the fort for a couple months, just I guess like because of the war. Whatever.
Which one?
I guess because of the war. I don't really understand how everything affects crypto and stocks or whatever, but apparently it does.
Are you 16?
Go mute. Go mute. We're speaking to us. Give me 1 second.
I'm going to my time for the 46 to 0100. And
Clearly he's not answering. Yes.
For the event at the
Jesse. Jesse loves you more than this guy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He's always
My mom has told me that a million times.
he's always on top of you. This one doesn't care.
He is. No, this one's obsessed with me. I don't know why. I'm obsessed with you.
Ranger doesn't care. He's not jealous.
He's gonna offer his own because he just stopped doing that.
Disposition of that quote? 3400. Yes, sir. 1827. Excuse me for 26 at 118 North Miami Avenue. 118 North Miami Avenue.
You're moving around. So what's going on? You okay back there? You're moving around? Are they hurt?
I've been, yes. Why? I
Listen,
knew you didn't like me
there-
a couple of days ago. I
There,
know.
boy, you
I've been moving around crying like a lot.
listen. The handcuffs are loose. That's
I
it.
know I was saying they were like they were hurting. So like it was all good.
Why you say this guy doesn't like you?
Well, there was like the security guard for some reason like a couple of days ago like called the police for after like it was about like my boyfriend trespassing because he wasn't supposed to be up here. And I said, no, you guys haven't called the
She's bringing up an incident.
cops. Then they called, and then they said something about me shoving him, which the cameras would show me not shoving him. It just seemed like he wanted to call the police, just to, like cause a problem or something. So I wrote an entire email with all in writing. But it didn't seem like
And you're gonna stay here. You two are gonna take her to the station, and then
Both?
what are we gonna do?
Do you have anybody to call that can come get the dog?
My mother is in Texas.
You don't have any friend that can come get the dog?
Yes, but
Can I call him?
their number is like gonna be on my phone.
No? Do you know the number by memory?
There's a girl that lives right across.
Do you know what apartment?
This one right there. Her name is Ara. I don't.
Search both, right?
I was-
Both? You need both?
Yes.
Okay.
I call your mom and everything.
We didn't want to go inside.
I needed
Why?
to get my thing.
That's like a rope.
I know. So,
Think about somebody that you know.
So there's the place called Peace Love Pulse.
You're calling my car.
They do doggy daycare. So I have their number on my phone.
I'll help you
I
out.
would rather not call my friend.
What is going on?
But then again, I mean, as long as they don't put like a pound or something, it doesn't matter.
That's the thing, the dogs are gonna go over the pound.
The pound.
What we-
Okay.
So figure it out who you need to call, so
Okay, that's fine, but I just don't know the number by heart.
Where's the number?
Okay, if I call my mom, she will call them. Can I do that?
what's your mom's number?
We don't have
512.
nobody soon. We call,
512 friend.
They can't go to the pound.
This Courtney's mom. He, I'm the detective for the city of Miami. She has to go to the station to give us a statement, but the dogs are in the house.
You're calling her mom.
Is there
Jesse,
any way you have a
Jesse.
friend here in Miami that can come get the dogs? Can you call that place? Because it's not the animal control. Get the dogs.
Please God, don't let them go to animal control, please.
The dog. Yeah, Jesse
My
and
dogs are too
Ranger.
good for that. My dogs are way, my dogs do not.
You guys don't have anybody in Miami.
Yep. You want us to take it with the rope?
Just, try to cover her the best you can.
Come on, Courtney.
Okay, I need to go to the hospital. I have to.
You gotta give us a statement.
That's fine, but can I go to the hospital? at some
After we
point?
done, yes.
We won't know.
Can I stay by? Can I stay by tomorrow? I'll be right back, boys. I'll be right back, okay? Give me here. I'll be right back. Ranger, be right back, okay? Don't worry. I'll be right back.
Jesse.
I'll be right back, okay?
Ranger.
I'll be right back,
Do you have
baby.
the leash inside?
Girl, you're not gonna
Baby,
be
come
right back.
play.
Try to, this is my number.
Actually, well, she does go back.
Call the friend.
Don't worry. Listen, he already told you. They're already checked this, okay?
Okay.
Ranger, we out first.
I'll be right back, dude. I'll be right back, okay?
Yes, call me back and let me know.
I'm just scared about animal control. Wait, can I grab my like shoes?
She's calling you
Because
now.
I'm going to I know, but it's just
She was more emotional over the dogs than Christian, I feel like, to a sense.
No, hold on.
Can you try calling that lady? Okay, let me know.
Press it again. Press it again.
Say it again.
You can show me on that call, I know I
Yeah.
I'm on North 201. I'll head that way, and in reference to the 34, 515.
We don't know anything yet. Like I said, she just got here.
Given all the information
So-
necessary, there's no child, child dispute,
Jesse,
Yeah, of course.
but there's no paperwork.
Jesse, but
What they
it's
need
like-
to do,
It's okay. It's okay.
Stop crying.
Yeah, that's a dog. Yeah. Try to call. Do you the favor, okay? And call me back and let me know, please. Once if you have a call, so we'll let her call first.
No, okay.
Yeah.
It's all good, dude.
But yeah, call that lady. Let me know, please. Thank you. The friend that lives right here in the front, you don't know what apartment she lives?
I have her number on my phone.
On your phone?
Yes. I was on the phone with my mom. It's right in there, like it's covered in blood because I was on the phone with her while I was trying to get my boyfriend. So if you can go in there and see Aura, she will come and get them. I mean, I besides my, obviously Christian first, but besides myself, my dogs. I see my dogs. I don't want them going to the pound.
That's what I'm trying, you know, for you
Thank
guys
you.
to call somebody.
Thank you. I see that.
I don't
Thank
want
you.
you to go to the pound.
Rescue, so thank you very much.
You're okay, Mom. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll be right back, boys. I'll be right back. No barking. I'll be right back. Be good. No barking. I'll be right back. Jesus Christ.
Like the dogs are gonna listen to her.
Why couldn't you get some like, flip-flops? Why couldn't I get some flip-flops? It just makes me look like a crazy person. I already look crazy, but like at least some
You
shit.
don't look crazy. You look like a normal person. You got the car right here. You moved the car or right here?
I moved it on. I had to move it on. I was wondering. It's the first one on.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna end it there only because we are doing Lindsay Clancy tonight, and we're gonna finish this and the interrogation. It's been a while since I watched it, so I'll match those up, those two lives up together. We have like an hour left of this. I mean, it's her basically just getting booked. I think the interrogation is much more interesting. I have already reviewed it, but we can review it again. It's been a couple months since I have done that. Yeah. Very toxic. Very toxic. Like Dom and Kenzie toxic too. We've been live for about 3 hours. Courtney Clenny will be out in 18 months. Wild. No trial. I'm kind of bummed. I expected the trial, but at least we have Lindsay Clancy trial to get through. The whole thing was disturbing. Yeah, it is. They didn't give her shoes. No, they didn't. No, she's wearing like a bandeau right now, and her boobs are hanging out earlier. R.I.P. Christian Obumseli. 18 months, maybe even sooner, she'll be out. That's actually wild. Lindsay is a whole thing. What day are we on? I know Lindsay is a whole thing. Even if I come on and I have to eat dinner and make one call. So after that, I'll come back on Lindsay. We're doing late night Lindsay's, late evening, late night Lindsay recaps. Yeah, we're on day 6. I need to get caught up. Yeah, that's why they blurred out some of the earlier body cam, because her boobs are hanging out, and so they need to blur that out. Very sad. Hi, Mama. Good to see you. We ready for the bows? I know. I don't want to skip through anything, though. Like, I don't want to just jump to today's date, so I'm going to catch up. Clancy tonight, you on here? Yeah, we've been doing later evening, late night Lindsay Clancy replays. So we're on day 6. I'm behind. No, I won't skip if I'm going to give up my full opinion. So don't cheat. And if you do cheat and watch it during the day, come back and hang out. We have a good time. We just talk and watch it. So she left her bow today. Yeah, we'll get caught up. Probably I'll message you, Mama. I'll message you before I go on, so you know. I am not cheating. Yeah, don't cheat. I appreciate you guys for being there. Courtney Clenny update done. 18 months. She'll probably be out. Love the late nights too. Yeah. Yeah, I've stayed away from anything current because I want to. Yeah, we'll get caught up. I also found a couple of psychics that have been reviewing Lindsay Clancy, and I want to go over that. I want to go over those too. So So like an hour. Yeah, I was gonna do members only, but I can do a couple of those during the week and we can get caught up on Lindsay. Yeah, I'll post it ahead of time so you guys know what time I'm on. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for being here. Make sure you tap the like button. Shout out to all the replay viewers as well. RIP Christian Obumseli. Regardless of whatever we think or the situation is, no one deserves to lose their life. So very tragic. But I will see you guys on the next live. Bye.